All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for another day. It is Sunday, it is preseason, it is football, and we are ready to go. Today we have your Kansas City Chiefs, New Orleans Saints, preseason, week 1, 2023. Make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream or content. Also, make sure you share this with your friends and family. We have a good time here, family-friendly environment, and we welcome you to the show. All right, quick shout-outs to the Wrench Gang, shout-outs to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers, as we prepare to get started with this preseason game. Patrick Mahomes will be starting. Won't be for the whole game, but he's gonna pop in, I think, at the beginning here, and then we'll probably see him for maybe the first quarter. Who knows? But he will be starting. He will be playing, and we'll get to see what happens. So, quick shout out to the chat. Marble Sky in the house. Forest Green. The triplets in the building. What's going on? Eric says, "Hey Jay, ready to see what Carr can do?" I am as well. As we prepare to get started, ladies and gentlemen.
For live coverage in your markets, but for the rest of you, Chiefs Saints starts right now.
Shout out to Sheila. What's going on with you, Sheila? Wrench Gang in the house. Shout out to the family. All right, let's get ready to go. I'm hyped up. I'm pumped. We got these Chiefs and these Saints.
The reigning Super Bowl MVP, league MVP, Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes ready to play as much as head coach Andy Reid will allow. This guy loves the preseason as much as we do. And we'll have our first look at quarterback Derek Carr in a Saints uni.
Shout out to Sarah. What's going on with you, Sarah?
Dennis Allen playing
How you doing on this beautiful Sunday?
15 scripted snaps, and we are ready for every single one. The Chiefs team right there warming up. Travis Kelce at Caesar Superdome. It is our home.
Jay the Illuminated one since I got the Saints.
We'll see some new faces.
All right.
Some old ones return as well, including players like Michael Thomas.
I'm rocking with the Chiefs today.
Here are some old faces for you guys.
I'm rocking with
Familiar
the Chiefs.
faces. I wouldn't say old. We are so excited to have you join us here for Chiefs and Saints. Total Access here. Colleen Wolfe, Steve Mariucci, Michael Robinson. So Patrick Mahomes, he will get the start, but that's because he wants that. Mooch, what do you agree with this?
Yes,
and
let's
what
go.
do you think Andy Reid wants to see from Mahomes other than a clean jersey?
He does want a clean jersey. I hope he has to take just a shower pill after this game and not be running around too much. But you know what? This is a fun game to watch because why? The ones against the ones and the good
Shout out to Enchantress.
So Patrick Mahomes, he likes to
going on
play
with
in
you?
the preseason. So does Derek Carr.
Yeah.
And
Happy Sunday.
So
Happy
stay
football
tuned. That
Sunday.
First quarter is going to be a good barometer to see where these teams are right now.
Agree with you, Mooch, and I agree with playing Patrick Mahomes, and I think Andy Reid can help all those expectations out by just calling a quick game. Hey, get down the field a little bit, throw a couple passes, and get out of there.
Oh, man. Look, I mean, when you look at the past
Shout out to
preseasons
Miss
that
Pittsburgh.
Patrick Mahomes has played, and he's only taken 2 sacks on 88 preseason snaps since 2018. So he's careful when he's out there, but he likes to get hit. He said that's what he
likes to get hit.
He's a football player.
I know, that's what you
Coaches hate to hear that.
You try to limit the 7-step drops with good protection, and somebody breaks down. You move them around. You throw the ball quickly, and they throw the ball quickly more than anybody.
Shout out to Lil B Cooks. What up, man? Crystal in the house. Shout out to Crystal.
Right? That's okay. Hey, he's going to play ball.
That's right. Well, let's get you out to the game now. We got WVUE New Orleans, Joel Myers and John Stinchcomb on the call. Everybody enjoy it. We will be back at halftime, and we'll let you know
Darren
everything
says I got the
that
Saints.
happened in that first
All right,
half.
well, here we go. Kansas City will be kicking off to the Saints.
They want to get Derek Carr out there as soon as possible.
As they'll start with the ball as we prepare here for kickoff.
Preseason.
Shout out to Bob. How you feeling, man?
We are underway in the Big Easy.
And here we go.
No, it's not going to be. It's a short kick from the 15 and a good return across the 30 with a flag.
We already have our first flag of the game on the kickoff.
Just shy of the 35-yard line. Let's find out what the infractions are. Not the way you wanted to start.
Shout out to Rosa Miller.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 52. 10-yard penalty, first down.
So they call it on DeMarco Jackson. Referee today is Clay Martin, and now four-time Pro Bowler over his first 9 seasons, making his debut as a Saint.
Derek Carr coming out on the field. Here we go.
Just no mistakes. In and out of the huddle, just be clean.
Efficiency. That's what he's looking for.
Quick play action. Carr throws. That's going to be incomplete on the first pass to Olave.
So they tried to move the pocket by design, and that's
second
one of the
down.
capabilities that they're going to use, like they used with Drew Brees.
Because I got the Chiefs.
Not going to be a Chiefs in this one. You're not going to have to
play him
7 yards behind the center every play. He's a guy that can roll out and make those type.
Shout out to Melvin. What's up, bro?
You know, that's to Chris Olave, a guy that he's building chemistry with all his receivers.
Second and 10.
Second and 10. Kamara in the eye.
Kamara handoff. Nice move. Big hole.
Down across the 30.
And that's going to be 12 yards for Kamara.
Ever since he arrived in 2017, a difference maker.
Quick shout out to Anna for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Anna. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
You can see him get skinny, bust through. This is what Alvin Kamara does consistently.
Gain of 12 takes it out to the 32. Yeah, working out on the gun. So different looks, different formations.
Carr has time. Quick throw. It's going to be caught. That's Johnson for 18 yards. Another Saints first down.
Exploded over the last half dozen games. A former wide receiver converted to tight end, and big expectations now coming into the new season.
Well, same thing throughout training camp. If there's one name that continues to pop up in people's mouths, it's Jawan
Shout
Johnson,
out to you, Melvin. Much
that,
love, bro.
You know,
thank you for the support,
last
my
year
friend.
Started to come to his own. Talking to Derek Carr this week, he's a preferred target.
Kamara stays as the single.
Shout out to Bobby.
What's
up, Bobby?
Wide side of the field.
Another handoff.
Up the middle.
And Kamara will get about 4 on that one.
About 4 to the 46.
Second and 6.
So the Saints, and we've documented it well during the course of the season, had problems scoring last year. Only averaged 19 points a game. They were 22nd in the league. Offensively, 19th overall. So it's 2 years removed, and now trying to find an identity.
Another handoff, and Kamara will get stopped that time. That's a loss of 2 on the run. 3rd and 8.
Yeah, for this offense, what are they looking for? They're not going to be out here all game long, but you're going up against the defending world champion defense of Kansas City. So can you come out there? Can you be efficient? And this is a great opportunity to execute on a 3rd and long situation, the first one that we've seen with Derek Carr under center.
All right, here we go. 3rd and 8 for the Saints. Derek Carr is in.
Planned in the background, obviously.
Steps up, throws. That's going to be caught. Johnson, and he'll get 11 yards on the catch. Saints first down.
As you're evaluating quarterbacks, one of the things you talk about is just movement in the pocket. You don't always have to flush. Derek Carr is able to step
Shout out to Bills Mafia. What up?
Tight end and
Mr. Kojak in the house.
In a situation where it wasn't consistent for the Saints.
Shout out to all you guys. Let's go.
3rd down.
Man, he also said to us that this is very similar to the system he ran with John Gruden when Gruden was the head coach of the Raiders, who was a visitor at camp. The dump off, it's Kamara.
Kamara gets it. He has space.
And he's got about 5-6 on first down. High percentage play. So call it 5. Brought down by Willie Gay.
Shout out to JJ. What's going on with
the
JJ?
Kansas City Chiefs exceptional offensively, of course. First overall in the NFL
second down
and
for
first
the
overall
Saints.
in scoring. And we know why. Their quarterback and his mobility.
Shout out to Crystal, says it's not a game without Jay calling it.
It'll be
Let's
2nd
go.
and 5. Williams
2nd and 6 for the Saints. There's going to be a flag here. False start.
False start. Offense number 72. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Shout out for Mr. Kojak starting it off with the super chats.
17 rushing touchdowns last year to lead the league.
Sending a $10 super chat donation. Shout out to you, Mr. Kojak. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $10 donation.
That's the first time the Lions have had a guy over 1,000 since 2013. He sets up next to Derek Carr.
Whoa, oh, oh.
Carr throws deep. And that's caught. Thomas for 16 yards. Let's go. Saints moving this ball, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to you, Mr. Kojak. Thank you for the support.
What type of player is Michael Thomas in 2023? You got to forget about the previous
JJ says making healthy chocolate cakes, Jay, but it's too hot for the oven. I want a chocolate cake. That sounds pretty good right now. Chocolate cake.
Little misdirection didn't work.
Yeah, it's super hot in certain places right now, so I would limit the amount of time I use it up.
The versatility. Williams with a burst and a powerful back between the tackles. Kamara's back in there. And then Kendra Miller, the rookie out of TCU. And you mentioned versatility.
Second down for these Saints.
He's had moments in camp as well.
Right, it's load-bearing, weight-sharing.
Great to see Michael Thomas on the field.
100%. Jamal Williams picks up a blitz, and now he's
Carr in trouble, gets away, throws on a screen. That's going to be caught. Nice move from Kamara. He gets a big gain of 17 yards. And it's 1st and goal for the Saints.
Efficient and dynamic. And, you know, how many different ways can you find to get Alvin Kamara the ball? You saw the bubble screen a couple plays ago. Now an inside screen.
Kamara still fast, still shifty.
Can turn a simple gain into much.
He still got it.
Saints are down the community coffee red zone. Nothing brings people together like community.
1st and goal.
Yeah, they put Mike Thomas out wide. Walk Johnson's there as well on the same side.
Carr throws to the edge.
Just
incomplete.
To the intended target,
It'll be
Thomas.
2nd and goal.
One thing about Mike, he always was so strong in bringing the ball in. Everything was, his hands were out.
Serious Biz, what up?
Wide receivers in the NFL.
Contested catches
up, JJ?
Is where he really excels, and you can see that you're still trying to build trust, right? You want to be able to execute on those type plays where you throw the ball up and expect your receiver, like Michael Thomas, to come down with it.
All right, here we go. 2nd and goal.
Looking at the
Carr looking, throws. Beautiful throw and catch. Touchdown, Saints. Kirkwood for 4 yards gets the touchdown. Carr throwing the rock to the corner. I like what I'm seeing from Carr. He's back there. He's poised. He's focused. He's fired up. He's ready to go for these Saints. Let's go.
It is not a 13 at that opposite end of the corner. The young man from Temple, who wasn't drafted when he came into the league in 2018. Jakeith Kirkwood.
Extra point.
Point after Will Lutz.
Up and it's good. Saints started off 7-0. We got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. We have ourselves a ball game.
Got to get down to 53, and the Saints have more than 53 guys that can play in the league. Effective start for Derek Carr.
This may be the best game we've had all week. We're in a quick timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Saints scoring 7-0. 9 minutes, 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Quick shout out to all the listeners, all the watchers. We got 140 in the house, and we have 40 likes. We need to get to 100, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you're smashing that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you for the support. Rocking with us today, Sunday. We got your Chiefs and your Saints. Also, if you have not already, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. And also, if you love football and you know someone that loves football, share this with your friends and family. Invite them over. Tell them we're having a good time over here. Family-friendly environment. And we do this all season. So shout out to you guys as we get through this quick commercial break. Shout out to you, Sirius. Salah Jackson in the building. Certainly off to a more exciting start than Russell Wilson in Denver. Yeah, without a doubt. Quick shout out to Randy McGovern for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Randy. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Getting over to the votes, 88 votes, 69% for your Chiefs. As we get back to it. Shout out to Pro Gamer. Rock Jones says, "Bro, you look like you lost some weight."
Welcome back
I'm
once
feeling
to New Orleans.
good. I've been doing some, making some changes.
Well, they moved the pocket.
Thank you for noticing,
things
sir.
up. Kirkwood on the receiving end, but Stinch.
All right, here we go. Saints will kick it back off to these
what the defense gives you.
Chiefs.
And adjusted a couple plays at the line, got him in the
Here
right
we go.
situation, worked through his progression on the touchdown.
Deneric Prince, young man, who was not drafted, trying to make the Chiefs squad, waiting for the kick.
And it'll be taken from the 4. And they will start at the 24. First and 10 for these Chiefs. We'll see what Mahomes and company can do now.
On linebacker, in on that hit. And now,
Bobby says, what flavor of frosting color do you like?
Here he is. He's turning.
I'm a big
in September.
cream cheese frosting kind of guy. But I love carrot cake, so it's the only real cake you want to put that on.
One of the best
Or
cities to begin
you could do it red velvet. But yeah, cream cheese frosting is my
from the
favorite.
24.
Homemade, not the fake stuff. It's got to be homemade. As Mahomes throws on the screen. Gets it to Edwards-Helaire for 2 yards.
It was Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
2nd and 8.
First round pick in 2020. 4th year out of LSU. And there's some connections. There's no question about that. With some Tigers back from Baton Rouge playing for the Chiefs as well. Singled in the backfield. And Mahomes.
All right, here we go. Mahomes on the run, throws. And that's going to be caught by Helaire again. And he'll get 13 yards that time. First and 10 for these Chiefs.
5'7", 210. Zach Bond forcing him out of bounds.
Well, I think you see a lot of this in the preseason, a lot of boot action, some screen plays. We've seen both from both teams in their opening drives.
Shout out to Christopher Jones coming through with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, Christopher Jones. Thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you for the support, my friend.
Same target, it's Helaire.
Quick handoff to Helaire, who'll get another 4 yards on the run.
When we look at sacks allowed, a lot has to do when you're a former right tackle playing at a high level. A lot has to do with the mobility of your quarterback, and it's as good as it gets with Patrick Mahomes.
There's none like him. You talk about
how's everybody's Sunday going? Drop it in the chat. Let me know what you're doing today besides listening to Jay and having a good time with football. What do you got planned for later?
He makes plays with his feet and extends plays like no one else.
Niall M, what up, man?
A little top heavy on that side for the running back. Man breaks the initial tackle.
And that's going to be a no gain for Edwards-Helaire.
For Edwards-Helaire.
It'll be 3rd and 6.
And it was Colin Saunders. Now the underneath tackles we documented in the pregame show. Whether it's Shepard or Saunders, Brzee, the draft pick, they've got to get better at stopping the run.
They do, and it's going to free up guys like Demario Davis, and then on that play,
shout out
Pete
to
Werner,
Elijah,
who,
says Chiefs
is
Kingdom.
An up-and-coming. For those that don't know the name Pete Werner, they will soon, because he is
here we go,
a
3rd and 6
across this field.
So now you're looking at 3rd and about 6. Out of the gun.
Mahomes is going to run. Slides.
He got it. Although, spot's interesting. Maybe short.
He may be short.
They're marketed about a half-yard shy.
Shout out to Krieger Bailey. All the way from Portland, Jamaica in the building.
That's Patrick Mahomes at his best.
Yes.
You just see a little crease right in the middle of the field there, and he's able to burst up and come close, if not get that first down. And you don't often see an elite Hall of Fame future quarterback.
So what are they calling this? Where are they spotting?
First preseason game.
I'm going to say it's 4th and 1.
Coach, if it's 4th down, hey, we need
4th
to go
and
for
1.
So
Shout out to Not a Real Hampter for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
The Chiefs have a record of 64-18 during the regular season. No team
My man
has
Richard
more
in the house.
postseason
Shout out to the Rich
experience
Gang.
as well over the last
Sunday
5
afternoon
years.
football. Y'all know how we do.
He hasn't meant much to their franchise at all, obviously.
We are in our full glory at 1 o'clock on a Sunday.
All of us enjoy watching the best of what they do.
And Mahomes is just short, so it'll be 4th and 1.
To be 28 yet,
we'll see if they'll go for this.
At this level.
Well, to have as many pieces around him have changed.
Looks like the offense is still on the field.
Tyreek Hill as he left the offense, and the projected drop off there, but yet Patrick Mahomes is one of those guys that just makes everyone around him better.
So just shy. Don't forget they've got a new offensive coordinator.
Right.
Eric Bieniemy went to Washington.
They're going to go for it.
Matt Nagy, who was the offensive coordinator under Andy Reid back in 2016-2017, is now back in that role. And hard to believe it's 11 years now. After 14 years in Philadelphia for Andy Reid, it's 11 years with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Well, here's an early test for that new interior defensive line for the Saints.
Here we go. And that is wrapped up. They don't get it.
Was it Kelsey or Bell with a tight end?
They don't get it. Wait a minute.
But it looks like they're putting it down just short. So while Mahomes was trying to distract them with hand signals, it was Blake Bell on the short snap.
Let's see. They got to bring out the chain gang.
But you brought it up. It's an area of concern.
This is going to be big for the Saints if they get this stop.
130 yards a game on the ground last year. And that was 24th out of 32 teams against the run. So deception right away from Andy Reid in the preseason.
Yeah, Shepard, Granderson in the middle there.
They'll bring out the chain.
Up a really good center in Creed Humphreys. They get no movement and just totally stuff the Kansas City Chiefs. If they do get this first down, it's purely off of second.
Oh, way short. That's going to be Saints ball.
That is a big
first down turnover on downs. Big stop for the Saints defense. This game's going to get interesting real fast. Real fast. Quick timeout commercial break. Quick shout out to Pat's Prod. It is his birthday. Happy birthday to you, Pat's Prod. Happy birthday, my friend. Shout out to you. Much love. I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great birthday. Enjoy your day. Congrats on another year. All right, score 7-0. Saints get it back after the defensive stop. Starters are on the field, ladies and gentlemen. So this is a game. This is a game. This is not just a preseason game. This is as close to a regular season game as you can get. You got starters on the field, ladies and gentlemen. All right. 170 viewers in the house. We have 58 likes. We need to get to 100, ladies and gentlemen. If you hear the sound of my voice, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support and rocking with us. We need 40 more likes, 40 more thumbs up to get to 100. I know you guys can do it. I know you can make it happen. We have 121 votes. That means we should have at least 60 likes, ladies and gentlemen, at least, which we do. That's how it goes. We always get half. So we need 40 likes, you guys. Let's keep it going. 7-0 Saints. 6:46 on the clock left in the first quarter as we get to this timeout commercial break. Shout out to Jay Thomas. Elijah Jenkins in the building. What's going on, you guys? What's going on as we get through this commercial break? Shout out to you guys. We just got to 80. Let's keep it going. We just need 20 more. 20 more. Shout out to Stephen David. Thank you for the support, my friend. Let's go. Let's get back to it.
Joel Myers, John Stinchcomb, Aaron Summers down on the sideline.
Shout out to Lenny.
Strong start
What up,
both
Lenny?
offensively and defensively. And now Jameis Winston, first overall pick in the 2015 draft.
Jameis
and
Winston is
his
now
ninth year
in. Carr is
Florida
out.
State. And his biggest issue over the last couple of
what
seasons
happens
since
here.
he joined the Saints is just staying on the field, staying healthy. From the 48, Winston. And after the play fake,
Got plenty of time. Long throw. And that's going to be caught by Perry. That'll be 14 yards. Another Saints first down.
A.J. Perry on the catch. The rookie out of Wake Forest. 6th round pick of the Saints.
Pat says the Saints are starting
Takes it
Winston.
down to
Oh
the
no.
34 after the gain of
Came out
14.
strong so far. 1st and 10. Handoff.
Not much available
It's
for
gonna be a
Jamal
short
Williams on the
gain.
right side. But I did
3
like
yards
what
on the
Dennis
run.
Allen said about his ones against the Chiefs ones. And
Shout out to Jeffrey Weisenbaker in the house. Bills Mafia, let's go. Shout out to you, Jeffrey. Much love, man. Glad to see you back in the house.
The well, finds various receivers. Alvin Kamara a couple times, and then Kirkwood at the back of the end zone. About as good as it gets for a first opening series at a new organization.
It'll be Williams.
Williams is going to
Spins
try
his
it
way
again.
inside the
Another
30.
short gain, 2 yards.
28.
It'll be 3rd and 5.
Now it's going to be 3rd and about 4. So you see the numbers for Derek Carr, but getting into the end zone. And especially what they've been working on over the last few days is you're down by 2. You're going into the locker room at halftime. Get the ball at the 30. Minute 15
Shout out to Tom
play,
Buller.
and
Since
working clock and
JA17
game
to the
management to get a
promised
field goal,
land.
At least a field goal out of it.
Situational awareness. It's got to be one
All
of the
right, 3rd and
premier
5 for the
aspects of
Saints.
his game that
High
they like.
snap.
Now Winston
Winston
with pressure
throws
coming.
deep, goes for it all. That's a catch. Is that a touchdown?
It looked like he held on. It's A.J. Perry. And after the conference,
Looked like a touchdown from here.
That's a touchdown, Saints. Are you kidding me? Winston balling coming in. This is unbelievable.
The defender to A.J. Perry for a touchdown. Great ball.
1, 2, brings it down. He's got control, stretches.
yeah, lost it after he crossed the goal
That's a
line.
touchdown.
Knee certainly didn't touch the ground. If anything, the elbow does. But is the ball across? I think that ball's across before the elbow
My
hits the ground.
goodness,
That's a
what is
touchdown.
going on today? Saints scoring,
Well,
throwing
they're
the
gonna
ball,
lose a call. Lose it in the preseason.
making big plays.
It is a
They're gonna let it
touchdown.
play.
You said it.
Confirmed touchdown.
Will Lutz, who's had a good camp after last year.
Lutz
hit
for the extra
75% of
point.
his field goal attempts.
It's up, it's good. Saints balling 14-0.
So a short field.
My goodness.
Jameis Winston and the Saints capitalize. And Perry, their 6th-round pick, on the receiving end.
I am so mad at myself right now. I am literally 50% on my predictions. 50%. I just can't believe it. I just can't believe it. This is so ridiculous right now. Shout out to these Saints. This is so amazing to see. It really is. Because I didn't expect it. I went with the Chiefs on my predictions, and they're coming out 14-0. But hey, we got a whole game of football. It's not over, ladies and gentlemen. It is far from over. You still got Mahomes and company on the other side. So we shall see. Shout out to Michelle. Says they're playing above their pay grade. Shout out to you, Michelle. Thank you for the support. I got your message yesterday, too. That was funny. So thank you. Thank you for that. Shout out to you, Michelle. Much love. Shout out to the Wrench Gang, the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. We've got 227 people in the house. 89 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to hit that 100. We need 11 more likes, 11 more thumbs up to get to that 100. Make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Also, if you have not already, subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream just like this. And also, if you know a football fan, because you are a football fan, make sure you share this with your friends and your family. Tell them that we have a good time over here, family-friendly environment. And we'd love to have them over. Hop in the chat, have some fun as we keep it going. Quick timeout commercial break. As far as our votes go, 149 votes, 57% for the Chiefs. Shout out to Ronald. What's going on with you, Ronald? Big Ron in the house. How's your Sunday going, bro?
From those two.
Didn't take long. 4-play, 48-yard drive, minute 47 off the clock.
About as efficient offensively in those first two series, and a
shout out to you, Eric,
for the defense. Great start for this New Orleans unit.
The rookie out of Notre
Jeffrey
Dame
says Saints making a statement. They sure are. 14 points in the first quarter with 4:59 left. Here we go.
On the design, over to the left side, return.
And the Chiefs will bring it back to
might see a hold on the return team.
The 11, but there's a hold.
To the 12-yard line, and that is it.
Well, every team harps on it in preseason. You can make a club off preseason or off special teams play, and you see some hungry players out there. They are getting after it, and you know sometimes you get a little handsy. Possible holding call here.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Receiving team number 49. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Matt Bushman, backup tight end.
Yeah, right there on the left side of your screen. That's pretty clear. A little push in the back right there.
Yeah, a little.
But how about the hustle for the Saints to get down there and pin
4 minutes, 59 seconds left in the first
penalty. They're on the 6-yard
quarter. Saints up 14-0. Chiefs have the ball.
A guy out of Missouri, 12 years into the league, and a former first-round pick of the Jacksonville Jaguars takes over. Blaine Gabbert underneath.
Ooh, what a hit at the end. Gabbert is in now in place of Mahomes.
Second-round pick
as he gets a 4-yard pass to Rice.
Overall by Kansas City. And met in a hurry. So a Debo on the coverage.
Quick pass.
Paulson Debo is one of those guys that's really vying for that spot.
Saints defense is looking strong as ever.
But between
strong
Debo and Taylor, it's been a great camp. And I think, you know, they always say iron sharpens iron, and it seems like both of their games have been elevated.
Healthy competition, isn't it? Edwards-Helaire.
2nd and 6.
In the
handoff. Helaire. And
slides
he'll
off
get
the
maybe
right
3 yards on the run.
Back to about the 12.
3rd and 3.
It's going to be a 3rd down. You like that? Can you still do that?
I don't think I could ever do that, but you know, Saunders is
right.
Shout out to Lady Lawyer.
He still has some life
8650.
left in those legs. Look at the man. Okay, Cam.
I love it.
He's fired up too. Look at him, man. What they say? They're like oversized athlete. What was his?
No
3rd and 3. Shout out to you guys for getting us to that 100 likes. Let's keep it going.
Can they get stops?
Gabbert throws, pass broken up, no flags, and that is a quick 3 and out. Saints defense balling
today. The situation, knowing that they needed 5 yards to convert on a 3rd down situation, that is some tight, huggy coverage. Gets his hand on the ball and puts Kansas City in another 4th down situation where they're forced to punt this time around.
Yeah, they were looking for the tight end, Noah Gray. Back deep for the Saints. Here we saw back on the kickoff, Lynn Bowden Jr. So Tommy Townsend coming off an incredible season. Very high. Good hang time.
Punt is off. This will be taken at the 40.
Like everything else in the early going. So Marcus May
46.
with a strong play. Only a 34-yard punt. Man, once again, Saints, when we come back up 14, get it in Chiefs territory.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Shout out to John Boswell coming through with a great question. I love these questions, y'all. I love this. We talk about life. We have fun with the game, but I like this question. Here we go. Hey, Jay, how do you tell someone that you've known for a long time that you're ready to pop the question? Man, there's so many different things that you can do. Now, are you asking, like, getting to the conversation as far as wanting to tell them or actually asking the question? That's what I need to know. Where are we at? Are we at the stage of like wanting to talk about potentially getting there, or are we actually there and we're actually going to ask the question? Let me know. Drop it in the chat. Shout out to Eric, says Jay, looks like Saints are making a statement. Yes, they are. 100%. Shout out to Williams, says don't tell the Saints they're playing against last year's champs. You guys are coming with the jokes today. Shout out to Big Smokey. If the Saints keep playing like this, they're winning the division. This is a statement game. Shout out to Tom Bullard. Says Matt Ariza got picked up by a team after his charges dropped. Would have liked to see him get another shot in Buffalo. I would have, but you know how that goes. Shout out to Michelle. Says best of luck with the big question. I am one and done with that business. Richard says contemplating or getting it done. Well, that's what we got to figure out. Where are you at, John? I'm waiting for the second part of this. That way I can figure out if we're congratulating you or if we're giving you advice. Which one? Rez says, I hope they trade McKee as we get back to it. All right, here we go. Shout out to Ticklish Serpent. Says, you yell, you'll never escape me, and slam the ring on the table, and then wait in awkward silence for an answer. I hope she's got a great sense of humor if you've done that, Ticklish, man. Because that would be kind of ridiculous. I'm pretty sure she'd run away after that. Like, this guy's a psycho.
It could not have gone any better according to the plan and the script for Dennis Allen. Man, the Saints, 2 touches, 2 touchdown drives. A short field, of course, on the second. And that's what's presented to Jameis Winston now on the 47 of Kansas City. He's got Williams on the handoff.
Williams on the run.
Tough runner between the tackles.
He'll get about 3 yards.
Good physical runner, and that's why he had 17 touchdowns.
Wait a minute. Wait. Ticklish actually did that? He said 20 years later she loves me? Yo, shout out to you, Ticklish. That's good, man. That's good. At least she knows who you are. That's a good thing. She knows who you are. And I'm sure she probably laughed or something like that after you did that. But shout out to you. Congrats on 20 years, man. Shout out to you. John Boswell says, no, I already have the ring, but I don't know what to do with it. Wow. All right, let me get through a couple more plays, and then we'll go ahead and get to that. Let's get through a couple more plays, and we'll get to that.
Winston, unfortunately for him, he's only been able to play 10 games over the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, and for Saints fans, I mean, you don't want to ever have to see the backup, but it's a reality of the NFL that most teams need a second quarterback they feel really comfortable with. And
all right, here we go. 1st and 10 for these Saints.
A guy that's been that starter before.
Bottom of your screen is Perry, but they're going to keep it on the ground.
Hand off to Williams again. He'll get 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6.
Or just about 5. Let's head down to Aaron Summers.
Let me guess her. Such a
Dennis
savage.
Allen said he has been really
don't mind them, John.
Jameis
Listen to my voice. Don't mind them in the chat.
He is doing absolutely everything that he can.
I got you, bro. We'll figure this out.
He's coming to work every day, working his tail off. Winston said he is just so grateful for the opportunity to come to work here with the Saints every day. Joel?
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Aaron.
Another handoff. And that's going to be another 4 yards.
As they keep it on the ground.
Williams, 3rd and 2.
Tranquil.
Shout out to Craig Durbin. What's up, man?
Your man out of Notre Dame making
What's going on with you, bro?
Kansas City. It's been an ultra-physical, competitive camp. Dennis Allen filled us in on that. And now Is it a missed handoff? Winston will get it himself.
Winston's going to keep it and run. Gets another Saints first down.
So it's a boot, but was it a missed handoff?
I don't think it was, but we have to work on our slides for the quarterback room. But they rushed the huddle. There was no huddle. They rushed to the line, trying
Craig,
to not give
man.
the defense
Glad
an
to see you back, bro.
to make any adjustments.
Glad to see you back.
It was a boot, but not the most graceful slide in the world, James.
Yeah, and Williams, you're right. As he turned around, he's looking for the dump-off pass. But they get another first down to the 20 of Kansas City. Have the fullback in there.
Here we go.
And first carry for Kendra Miller of his young career. Flag down to the play for the rookie from TCU, a third-round pick.
Holding. Offense number 73. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
It's Max Garcia called on the hold.
You know, on that previous third down with Jameis booting out, what kind of opens it up is a down block
29
from a tight
seconds
end
left
that
in the
Saints
first
fans
quarter.
are probably pretty familiar with. It's number 80.
Saints been balling
for a number of years. Could do no wrong.
Right.
And so it's interesting to see Jimmy Graham back in the lineup and what he might offer to this team.
Right, and what does he have left at 36 years of age? We know that he can post up with the best of them and out jump them. Now underneath it is.
Big throw. That's going to be caught. Graham out there.
Jimmy with the grab.
Jimmy Graham.
Who wants to find out what Jimmy Graham has?
Still calling that man's name. So wild.
Carmichael
Quick shout out to 3-4 Farmer for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
The preseason for the Saints.
All right, so that's going to take us to a quick little timeout commercial break. Scores 14-0. Jimmy Graham making an appearance as we take a quick timeout commercial break. All right, so John, let's get into this. You got the ring. You don't know what to do. This is very important. Listen to me. And if anybody else is listening to this that's kind of in the same kind of situation, you may be ready to propose or ready to get engaged, stuff like that. This is the biggest thing. I hope you have learned the individual that you are looking to engage to. All right. I hope that you understand who this person is. I hope you understand her hobbies, her desires, things that she loves to do, because I think that's going to be one of the big things that you should use when you come up with an idea as far as how you want to specifically propose. So the twist to it is obviously showing something that she knows about you that's going to let her know that you were very thoughtful about it. So I don't know her. You do. So at the end of the day, you're going to have to basically figure out something that she loves and that you love as well and get creative. You got to dig deep down in that creative bag, my friend. Right? You can go ask questions online. You can go watch movies, all that kind of stuff. None of that stuff matters. Figure out what she likes, because you should already know it if you're going to ask that question. Tie it into what you guys could enjoy together and then make it a special moment. I'm sure you'll figure it out, man. Take your time with it. And most of all, congratulations for taking that step. All right. Now, as far as the votes, we got 209 votes, 52% for your Chiefs. 280 viewers in the house, 122 likes. Next goal is going to be 150, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Shout out to Eric, says Preacher Jay has the right way of saying things. Listen, man, you know, when you know a thing or two and you lived a life, you can talk about a thing or two. Brian Allen says, oh boy, Jay giving marriage advice? I thought this was a football stream. Listen, you got to be able to talk, man. You got to be able to have some insight. You can't just talk about sports. You got to know a thing or two. You got to know a thing or two. Welcome to the Jreasn stream. Let's go, yo.
Delay. It's Williams. Had a good open field tackle as he spun down and around. Serious tackle. That was Leo Chanel, the linebacker.
I don't think that.
Shout out to Kathy, says, I can't believe this score. A lot of people are in shock right now.
Love it. Love it. I also think that for Saints fans, that first quarter couldn't go much better.
Shout out to Faded. What up, man?
They saw out of the offense.
What's going on with you?
Trying to stretch it to the boundary.
Shout out to Trey McCorkle. What up?
It's
been a minute.
Side. And it's going to be
last year commercial tune you had. That's a hit for me.
Yes, because the competition's been
I gotta find it, bro.
We know what Lutz can do, and he said after
Brian says,
okay,
where's Hoodie J? He's like, go get the Hoodie J. He's like, stop the mushy stuff. Let's get back to the football.
I felt like a rookie.
Shout out to J Vile Princess for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. As Lutz is going to kick a field goal here. Shout out to you, J Vile Princess.
It'll be a 36-yard
Thank you for subscribing.
Trying to capitalize on the short field.
And he hits it just inside. Scores 17-0.
Field goal on the first attempt by Lutz, and a 17-0 lead early for the Saints.
Quick timeout commercial break. John says, I told her if the Saints win, I would have something to tell her. Okay, cool. Nice. I hope she's not sitting next to you and listening to you, bro, because, we're sitting here talking and having a conversation, so that'll kind of defeat the purpose. Hoping she's, like, in a different house. Shout out to Michelle. Says, Hoodie J needs Patron. Maybe later, much later. Yeah, I haven't been big on the drinking. I've slowed way down. I rarely drink now. Like, it's got to be like I'm going out, I'm with the lady, and we're having a dinner and we're just chilling out. But yeah, I don't drink like that much anymore. Y'all remember it was last season. I completely just stopped cold turkey for a long time. And it had nothing to do with health issues or nothing like that. I was just I just don't want to drink anymore. And now when I do it, it's really rare. I think the last time I had a drink of alcohol was 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, something like that. So yeah. Ghost says, Jay, how did Michael Thomas look? Good. He caught a nice deep ball. He got out there. He's balling. So yeah, Michael Thomas looks ready. He looks ready. Quick timeout commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. The score is 17-0 after that field goal by the Saints. Chiefs are looking interesting as we have 13 minutes, 45 seconds left in this second quarter. Joshua says, Jay, what's your take on Anthony Richardson? Still early, man. Still early. There's a lot we still got to digest. This is the first week of the preseason. People were writing off C.J. Stroud in one game. We need more tape. We need more tape. We need more games before we can make real assessments of a lot of going on. Even for Bryce Young, right? We can talk about Bryce Young and the terrible show that he put on. But first week, kinks are getting worked out. Things are going to change. We'll see what happens when the season starts as we get back to it.
Picture, I don't know who would, but look at him, still feeling it. Obviously just got that extension. Hard-earned, has been one of the cornerstones and best representations of what the New Orleans Saints organization and community
shout out to you, Josh. Yeah, man.
Wants for all its players. Just a timeless player.
And the leadership at each level on defense. So you've got Cam, you've got Demario Davis with the linebackers, Tyrann Mathieu with the defensive backs. It's a really healthy situation, as Dennis Allen.
All right, here we go.
On the defensive side.
Is off.
Richie
Chiefs will take it from the end zone.
Kick a couple of yards into the end zone. And the sideline as he goes across the 25.
Get across the 25.
So they put him out of bounds.
First and 10 for the Chiefs.
Are you ready for a run? A 5K run. It's coming up on Saturday, September 9th. You want to register right now. It's all presented by our friends at Hancock Whitney. And you finish right here, 50-yard line, right here at the Caesars Superdome. All proceeds benefiting the Louisiana National Guard.
Shout out to Darren.
Mission to support its members, vets, families.
Shout out to you, bro.
All the details, just go to saints5k.com. Stinge, I know you're going to do it. Prince is in the backfield. On the little toss to the short side. And Shut down again.
It's going to be no gain for Prince on the run.
Yard at the most.
2nd and 10.
I hope that I could do it, Joel. I know that losing a few pounds.
Shout out to Dorothy Robbins.
But you look at the pursuit of this
How you doing, Dorothy?
And they certainly could do it. You look at the movement, and there are 45 right in the middle of your screen there is Nephi Sewell, the guy who spent most of the season last year on the practice squad, but is going to get a lot of opportunities
Carl Cutler in the building.
Preseason to show his coaches that he's capable of much more this season.
There's some depth now up front. You saw Passanio in there as well. Jreasn had a very good camp. The rookie first-round pick underneath.
Quick throw and incomplete to Rice. 3rd and 10. These Chiefs are struggling right now.
Now 3rd and long coming up.
They cannot move the ball. Wow.
Just a clear drop right there. DeMarco's in position to make the tackle.
Emotional damage.
8 in coverage and just a drop.
And let's remind
Shout
everybody,
out to you, John.
One of the leaders on defense isn't even playing. DeMario.
3rd and 10.
One of the great free agent acquisitions the Saints have made in the last few decades. When he came over from the New York Jets. 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Pressure, big hit, and broken up.
Well, good pressure.
Another Chiefs 3 and out.
They looked tight, like they wanted to make sure it was max protection.
Yep, and understanding what the zone gives, and there wasn't much there. You see they mixed it up a little bit in coverage there. They brought some rotation. And for Saints fans, you want to see this. That's Peyton Turner on the quarterback hit in the quarterback's face, rushing that pass. And somebody that they're
Ronald,
need
it's
to
bots,
step
man.
up more, and he's in that
bots.
battle with Granderson
crazy.
and Passanio.
We deal with this every season for like a little while, and then it just goes away.
Tommy Townsend punts it away. Back deep. It is going to be Bowden for the Saints from the 15. Looking for a block, and it doesn't arrive. He's got it out to the 22 and wins the time out of the field.
He said, y'all keep saying preseason doesn't matter, but when you bet real money on preseason, it matters. Listen, here's the thing, all right? Preseason technically doesn't matter, but it does matter when the starters are in. That's when it matters. When the starters are in, that's when it makes the game matter. Mahomes was in. Carr was in. So, yeah, this game matters. But it matters more for the Chiefs because they're the Super Bowl champions. Doesn't matter if it's preseason, you're still the Super Bowl champions. You're not supposed to be done like this by the Saints. I don't care if it was practice. But let's get back to it. Quick timeout. Commercial break. Shout out to you, Eric and Richard. You already know, bro. I seen her earlier, Roderick. Yeah, I seen her earlier. Shout out to Brian, says I'm all for the Chiefs getting whooped. Well, you're seeing it. You are witnessing it. Craig says, so if you would like people to judge you by your brother's actions, I doubt that. You know, this is another good topic. Everybody knows, the issues that Mahomes have, or, Patrick has with his brother. Here's a question. When it comes to status, right, and being a public figure, how much can someone else's influence, especially your brother, have on your own image, especially if they're around you, right? Because people, no matter if you're the older or younger brother, tend to think that you have the influence over them, and they're going to hold you accountable for their actions. That's just the reality of it. right? Everybody's going to point the finger at you and say that, well, hey, get your brother in check. It doesn't mean that they're scrutinizing your specific image or who you are, but they're still going to look at you because this person is around you, right? Because as they say, birds of a feather flock together, right? Isn't that the saying? As we get back to it.
Can find a way for us to gain some yards.
It'll be a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Deep comes.
Quick throw. That's going to be caught by Perry. 13 yards on the play. Another first down for the Saints.
Yep, a timing route. Put the ball exactly where it needed to, and this is created because of a blitz pickup by your running back on the right side of your screen, Jamal Williams, who steps in the hole, finds the blitzing linebacker, and allows Jameis to have the time to get the ball out right there at the sticks.
Stinge, I don't think anybody's ever going to question the arm strength of Jameis Winston.
No, sir.
First and 10.
He has definitely got great arm strength.
Handoff. And that's going to be Williams. Loss of a yard. He goes nowhere.
No gain, a loss.
Second down.
For Williams of maybe a yard or 2. So it'll be 2nd and long coming up for the Saints. He joins a little bit late. We're 4 minutes in to the second 15. And Dennis Allen, he's got a new defensive coordinator working with him this year.
Eric, I'll know in about an hour.
Because we like what we saw from Peyton Turner.
I think I have something going on, so I'll know in an hour.
On the field for the first time.
Winston in trouble. Throws it away. Incomplete.
As he sends it wide of his intended target, Lynn Bowden Jr. But a 3rd down. Last year, Saints right in the middle of the pack on their 3rd downs. You know, so often
Richard, yeah, man. You know, at some point you got to distance yourself from the garbage. It's just the reality of it.
Mahomes can get it done
you know,
in a minute and a half.
And it sucks because
just seconds on the clock.
It's your brother, but that's how life goes.
Winston's first miss.
You gotta distance yourself
so far. On the deep drop, and he's going down.
Wow, big sack as Winston goes down. Loss of 9 yards.
But it was up the middle that got to him first.
And we've seen that in past 2 or 3.
That'll be 4th and 20. So big step up for the Chiefs this time.
He's had to move in the pocket. This time there was nowhere to move to. Bring an extra player, 5-man rush, and it gets home.
It was the safety, Jamari Connor, a rookie 4th-round pick out of Virginia Tech that cleaned up.
Shout out to you, Tom.
Blake Gilligan will punt it away. First punt for Gilligan this preseason. Richie James, the wide receiver, waits back deep. Man, a poor punt that got away from Gilligan.
Not good. It'll be at the 50.
Back to what they're doing defensively.
Terrible
5
punt.
minutes into the second 15 minutes of play. The defense right now, the story. But it's going to be a short field coming up for Blaine Gabbert and Kansas City after only a 24-yard
So maybe they can get some points on the board with the short field. Taking it from the 50.
It averaged 46 last year and a net of 42. So here's where they were last year defensively. And
shout out to Jerry Fuentes. What up, man?
Remember, the pressure was on them because the Saints had problems scoring.
Yes,
they kept them in games.
Passing yards, not terrible, right? Second sounds pretty good. You look at the bottom there, rushing yards and takeaways.
Shout out to you, John. Let me know how it goes, man.
To make some
we're definitely all rooting for you here.
Getting more takeaways this season, creating opportunities to get the ball back.
Going to be a false start.
False start. Offense number 4. 5-yard penalty. First down.
We talked about that at the start. That's what Dennis Allen and Derek Carr emphasized. Just play clean.
Yeah.
Don't pick up flags. Don't make mistakes. Even if you can't convert, at least you're not beating yourself.
Well, and there's a difference between competitive penalties and pre-snap penalties.
1st and 15 now after the false start.
For the pre-snap penalties.
Denard Prince is in the backfield.
All right, Gabbert. Pressure, deep pass to James. What a catch. All right, Chiefs found the biggest play for the Chiefs of the day. 43 yards to James.
Well, it's a one-on-one matchup across the board, and you're just trying to pick and choose which matchup you like most. Looks like you see it. All It's all go special. And he gets behind Alontae Taylor, who has the speed to make up
first
the
and
distance.
10 now at the 12 for the Chiefs.
The defender and makes what amounts for an NFL wide receiver to be an easy catch.
Deepest penetration for Kansas City so far this afternoon.
Shout out to Josh. Says, welcome to the game, Chiefs.
Looks at Prince.
Gabbert throws end zone too high.
And behind is wide open.
It's going to be incomplete.
The last play, Richie James,
second and 10.
Available for a score.
Oh, it was wide open there. I mean, if you have that kind of
quick shout out to Captain Smokey Beard for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel.
Jr. was the closest player.
Thank you for subscribing.
Wide receiver, but just a missed opportunity for Kansas City right there.
Yeah, that's a 12th year quarterback. And Blaine Gabbert. He threw inside. Lack of communication there because his wide receiver bent outside.
Oh, here we go. Second and 10.
Run the tight end.
Gabbert fakes.
Now Gabbert.
Quick throw to
tight end
Gray. He gets there just short of the touchdown.
Short, but it's going to be first and goal, inches away.
It'll be first and goal.
You see plenty of this from Kansas City, an inside tight end screen, trying to utilize that penetration that defenders are trying to get against them and create that opportunities for blockers to get out in front. You picture Travis Kelce in that situation, and I think we've seen something like that from Kansas City more than once or twice before.
Trying to go to the board, and inside the one. Prince. Kareem.
All right, here we go. First and goal for these Chiefs. Can they punch it in?
Run the fullback like an ace-back.
Quick throw, high throw, touchdown, Chiefs.
It's Richie James who set it all up to begin with.
There it is. Chiefs finally get in.
Yeah,
score the touchdown.
It's easy when there's not a defensive back. You see a little switch route right here, and no one carries the inside receiver to the backside of that pylon. And this time, Gabbert, where Blaine was able to find 17 in the back of the end zone.
So he missed him
James
earlier.
for a yard in the corner. And Chiefs finally get on the board.
Kind of got confused on that side of the field.
Yeah. Communication breakdown, to say the least. Are we playing man or are we switching off?
Wait, it should be official, even upstairs. Thank you. And Butker in for the point after.
Shout out to Taylor. Says Chiefs need ways to find the end zone.
Tommy Townsend.
So they need some help, yo. Oh man, extra point is up. It's good.
And drills it right down the middle.
Saints up by 10.
So the Chiefs are the defending
17-7
on the board with the backup quarterback Gabbert at the controls.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Shout out to you guys. 405 viewers in the house. We've got 139 likes. We need to get to 150, ladies and gentlemen. We need 11 more likes, 11 more thumbs up. So make sure you're still smashing. I like that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. We need 11 more to hit 150. Let's keep it going. Shout out to all you guys for rocking with us today. Also, if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. We do this all season. Shout out to you, Marilu. It's on NFL Network. That is the channel. Also, if you know a football fan or if you are a football fan, make sure that you share this with your family and friends. We have a great time, family-friendly environment over here. Love to have them over. Hop in the chat, have some fun, join the community. It's a great time. As we get to the quick timeout commercial break. Shout out to you, Michelle. Captain Smokey Beer says, "Look, Dad, I'm famous." Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you guys for getting us over that 150. Let's keep it going. Ric Flair, where you at? We've got 301 votes. The tides have turned. The Saints are now up 52% in the polls. Much love, John. We got you, bro. We got you, bro. You gonna get through this. You gonna get through this. You have a great time. Have a good smile on your face. Like I said, make sure you let us know how it goes. We have your back. Shout out to Greenback Dollar Bill 2 for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
Story for the Saints, who joined them after camp started.
Rice is playing Joe Schmo.
And it's going to be from the
Saints will take it from the 1.
And breaks
a couple tackles, still on his feet. Nice little run back for the Saints.
30, a little breathing room.
As they start first and 10.
Created his own space, right?
Shout out to Dave H for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Dave. Welcome to the channel.
A little burst.
Thank you for subscribing.
Trying to make an impression.
Young man that started last season.
Shout out to Walt for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Walt. Welcome to the channel.
Defensive back,
thank you for subscribing as well.
Tigers in Baton Rouge. And a record-setting quarterback, by the way, at Letcher High School.
All right, here we go.
So that's a throw for him. And a good return out to the 30. Winston stays in at quarterback.
Winston throws.
Safety valve.
And that'll be caught by Miller. He'll get maybe a yard on the play. Second and 9.
After the grab, maybe a gain of a yard.
Shout out to Greenback Dollar Bill all the way from Brazil.
He went through his progressions.
Shout out to Brazil in the house.
When he got here, he wasn't making mistakes. He wasn't throwing the ball up for grabs. He was throwing it away.
It had plagued him before, right? When he was in Tampa, certainly part of his player profile. And, you know, sometimes the right play is to check it down.
It's Miller staying in the backfield. And a little action on the rollout. Winston.
And Winston's going to keep. Slides. Can someone teach this man how to slide? I feel like every time he slides, he's going to get injured.
So Christensen's
as he gets 7 yards on the play to be 3rd and 2.
Yeah, not known as a runner, but certainly capable, and that's, you know, a little boot action. Jimmy Graham's out there giving options.
So it's going to be 3rd, a little more than 2. Prentice, the fullback, sets up alongside Jameis Winston.
Winston throws in traffic. It's caught.
Taysom Hill. Are they going to give it to him? Yes.
Taysom Hill.
Speaking of versatility.
Oh, man.
The Swiss Army knife is back.
Ultimate Swiss Army knife. And in a position group right there, you see him over here. Oh, there's 2 circles for you. Just a little shallow cross, knowing where the sticks are, gets the first down. Tough player.
On the play fake. Again,
another quick throw, gets it to Perry for 6 yards. Now 2nd and 4.
You got about 6 on the catch by Perry.
Well, Eric, yeah, he's got to figure out his sliding, man. I don't understand why he still has this issue. Like, spend some time learning how to slide so you don't get hurt.
Opportunities. That's a position group that has a lot of playmakers. That there's probably going to be a difficult decision that has to be made.
2nd and 4.
To 53.
Perry into the game. Bottom of your screen starting at 5.
Handoff, Miller.
And
tries to get to that wall. He'll get 2 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 2.
They put him down short of the first down by a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd, man, about 2. So the Saints drafting, and I mentioned Perry, who was taken the 6th round out of Wake. Miller, who they're really excited about it, 6 even, 220 pounds, 3rd round pick. They've also looked at defense when we'll get into Brazil a little bit later. But can they convert and keep the drive alive?
Pressure. Winston steps up, throws.
Is it a first down? Yes. To the midfield stripe.
And that's going to be a first down. KC came with the blitz.
And
Winston with the fast pass.
Making sure he gets across the
good
line
throw.
He needs to, but it starts with, you know, a little bit of a missed blitz pickup on the edge there. Jameis feels it, steps up, and gets the ball out. Great play by Jameis.
That's the rookie 4th-round pick out of Virginia Tech, who just got an arm.
As much as I hate his sliding, Winston's looking kind of solid right now.
He's a legit 6'4", 230,
He's looking kind of solid.
Yeah, former baseball player, too, so you'd think his slides might be a little better than what we've seen tonight.
Jimmy Graham sets up on the left side.
Hand
the
off.
running back, Miller, tried to turn the corner.
And
there's going to be a hold.
There's going to be a hold, so it's coming back.
Right in the middle of the offensive line on the left side. But you can also see the speed.
Offense number 64. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Saldiveri.
It's a hold on the offense. Comes back 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20 for these Saints.
4th-round.
We're talking draft picks. All right, let's look at this one right here. That's Saldiveri, which I'm not one for circling offensive linemen on a hold, but might have have hit his landmark on that outside edge. A little grabby, possibly. I don't know.
Played the Velcro game.
Tom, of course. They'll just get him right back in there.
At the 40.
You know, that's how it goes.
A little more than 4 to play in the half.
Winston. Pressure. He's going to get sacked. Thrown down. That's a loss of 11.
Dead.
2nd and 31.
In the backfield as the big guy, Danny Shelton, underneath. 8th year out of Washington.
Well, certainly a big body. Comes in they're running a little end tackle game. Gets loose. Jameis tries to get outside, and Shelton has enough of that lower half to pull him down. But I think the smart decision here is that he didn't chuck the ball up and give it up for grabs.
2nd and forever now.
2nd and 31. Winston throws. It's going to be caught. Baker.
And smart play by the defensive back.
And he'll get 6
he
yards.
Saw the ball in the air and released his man
catch.
And made the play. So Baker on the catch. But a big time hit at the same time by an alert play out of the secondary. Lassie, a defensive back.
Not sure what you have in the playbook for 3rd and 25, even if it's installed this early in training camp. Not the best situation. You try to get some of it back with the 2nd down play, but
3rd and 25.
Difficult situation for any offense to be facing 3rd and 25.
Quick throw.
Screen on the outside.
And
nothing
short.
there.
6 yards. 4th and 19, leading to the Saints punting back.
Well, we know
giving these Chiefs another shot before halftime to score.
It's in his neighborhood.
Yeah, for a position group where you feel like you probably know the top 3, Perry's a guy.
Shout out to you, Sheila. Yeah, yesterday was a great day for football.
For the 4th, 5th receiver slot, and has made the most of this early opportunity in the first half of preseason game number 1.
Big targets here. 6'5", 205. They can run. Let's see if Gillikin can get into it. He
Punt
does
is off.
After the 24-yarder.
To be taken from the 7.
There's a flag down.
And there's a flag.
So it's a return man for Kansas City.
Shout out to Spencer and Quincy. What up, yo? What's going on with you?
It's great coverage by Ty Summers in the middle of the punt team right there to get the tackle inside the 15, pinned in. It's
going to be a flag.
The penalty.
It was a 51-yard punt. So back to normal for Gillikin after the previous one. His first went off the side of his foot. Options belonging to Kansas City.
Shout out to School the Pro for subscribing. Thanks a lot, School the Pro. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. What is this conversation for? What is going on? Huddle with the refs?
Also with the special teams coach. You see, Andy, what do you want to do? Boy, Andy, with one more win, is passing Tom Landry on the all-time wins list.
Shout out to APZ World for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel.
New Orleans. Kansas City has elected to replay 4th down.
Thank you for subscribing.
Another punt.
Tyler, my prediction was the Chiefs.
People were frustrated in Philadelphia.
That was my prediction. Penalties will offset.
Andy Reid was a very good coach.
So sharp, and you hear some of the quotes that he's given since their most recent World Championship, and the man just eats, sleeps, and breathes football. Right?
Tom says, Jay, are you avoiding running back cards or scooping while cheats to flip when they pop after season? Yeah, you gotta hold on to your running back cards until like mid-season, bro. That's the only way you're gonna make money off of them. Because everybody's gonna try to get something cheap during preseason. So you gotta wait.
Tom Landry 2, and he's 4th on the all-time coaches.
You know, like this guy.
What do you think the odds are that he gets those two wins?
Like that guy. I gotta wait to sell this now.
I want to get into a
you gotta wait.
What he's done since he became a starter. Good hang time for Gilligan.
You know, you gotta wait for certain people to do something before you can sell the card.
So Kansas City, at the 2-minute warning, will get it. And their last one, it was very productive. It was a short field, but
you know what I'm saying? You gotta wait. You gotta hold on to them. And you gotta wait.
Cut the deficit as they trail early, 17-7 to the Saints.
So, quick timeout, commercial break as we hit the 2-minute warning. Yeah, I got a ton of rookies that I'm just sitting on, especially running backs, trying to see what these guys are gonna do. You know, and as you can see, I literally have a stack. of running backs, man. Just waiting, and then obviously we'll see. We'll see what happens. But like this, like look at this. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to Nick Bolton? Kenneth. There you go, Kenneth Gainwell. Like I got so many. But obviously he's a different animal. Kadarius, right? That's another one. What's he gonna do? So, Amari Rodgers. Yeah. So when you said running backs, I just pulled out the stack, bro. I probably have like just on my desk here, I have like 2,000 cards, but I got a stack of running backs, probably like 200 running backs I need to send in to get graded, and then figure out what happens as the season progresses. That's how it goes. If you know the card game, you know the card game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 412 viewers, 170 likes. We need 30 more to get to 200. 30 more likes, 30 more thumbs up to get to 200. If you can hear the sound of my voice, please, thank you for the support. Make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. We need 30 more to get to 200, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Jimmy James. Folks acting like Jay Taylor is done for. No, he's not done. People got to realize, like, when some people have an injury and they got money on the line, there's certain games that can be played both ways. It can be played both ways. And, if you pay attention to stuff like that, then you know what's going on. So, quick timeout, commercial break. Shout out to Macon Douglas for subscribing. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Tom says, so happy I moved my K-Tony National Treasures RPA before preseason started. Yeah, you know. Yeah. It's certain cards you can do that to, man. It's certain cards you can get away with. Like, any one of ones, those are always going to sell. It can be basketball season, July, and you got the right one of one, you're going to make your money. But yeah, you know how it goes, yo. Tom, you got to holler at me, man. You got to holler at me. We'll chop it up as we get back to it.
/Kids Club. Saints back on the field defensively. Over the middle. What a throw.
Bro, what a catch.
It through. That was the first by Bouchel.
Wow, Rice, 13 yards. As Bouchel is in now at quarterback.
The quarterback in his second season as SMU, now running a 2-minute drill. It's popped.
It's going to be a pick. Interception for the Saints.
The interception. Denied. And the grab. Omadi.
Finish him.
The deflection, Alontae Taylor.
Second throw of the rookie throws a pick. Now it got bobbled up, but there it is.
30th in the league last year in turnovers, and now you see a disruption. Kansas City's trying to run their 2-minute offense.
Wow.
Forces one. Alontae Taylor is right there. Gets his hand on the ball, pops it up, turns out into an interception, but just forcing the ball into tight coverage, probably not what any quarterback is looking to do, and certainly not what the coaches are looking for on the Kansas City side.
Well, and that's been the key for defense, the point of emphasis.
Turnovers.
You got to start coming up with takeaways, and the Saints had done that regularly prior to last season.
And this will be a handoff to Miller, who'll get a yard.
For Miller. Now, that has been a point of contention. Saints turnover ratio -11 last year, second worst in the NFL. They only had 14 takeaways. And Dennis Allen talked to us about it, just 7 interceptions, both numbers lowest in team history. So if you look at the 7 seasons prior to that stint, they averaged 24 takeaways.
Right. So, you know, what's the major
shout out to Lonely Boy 60K. What up, man?
Creating enough turnovers. And
going on with you, bro?
You see one right here. It's been a point of emphasis all preseason.
As Winston will get sacked, he goes down, loss of 8 yards.
To make sure he couldn't put it up in the air.
Shout out to Luann. Hey Jay just tuned in, looking at the score. I guess Patrick isn't playing. Patrick did play.
So
and he didn't do too good.
Defensive coordinator also put together a reel.
So now these
it could have been interceptions.
Chiefs are trailing.
Right. So
Patrick is not in right now.
Opportunities you have to execute on it, but
the rookies are playing
a sack right there. 55 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, timeout, KC. Defensive coordinator Joe Woods.
Kansas City calls the timeout.
Now, he compiled a tape of all the missed opportunities, the dropped interceptions, the fumbles that could have been recovered. And he said they were in a position to make plays but didn't finish. Now, will they finish the half the right way?
And
it's up for grabs.
Throws. That's almost picked. Terrible throw by Jameis. What are you thinking?
Yep, certainly questionable right there.
Come on, Winston.
You had a blitz. Kansas City's bringing pressure. Jameis is backpedaling, throws off his back foot in the middle of the field. Lucky that it just hits the ground at the end there. But
doesn't make any sense. What are you doing?
Series of 3 plays.
And that is the first series that the Saints have been 3 and out with a punt.
So 3 and out, and the Saints will punt back to the Chiefs.
Say that 3 times fast.
Ramsey, the wide receiver, is back waiting for the punt. And if he gets the opportunity.
Punt is off.
Fair catch.
Nice kick.
Yeah. How about a lobbing?
Threw it back. That'll be down at the 4.
Specials.
I think that's Baker. And that was an exceptional play.
Baker. Yep. Smart play.
Great recognition.
And that's how you make a team. When you're in a position as deep as the wide receivers,
yes, sir.
If you can help on specials.
How many plays can we get from you in a game? Special teams can account for a huge number of those if you're a value add. And Juan getting down there and catching the punt, pinning them in with 39 seconds left. That could keep points from getting on the board.
Shout out to you, Eric.
Harder to even get in.
That's a good one to have.
When you start from inside your own 5.
Yeah, there's 2 areas: the wide receiver position, the tight end
Chiefs
position.
will get it back 39
really
seconds. 1st and 10.
They have depth at both spots. Bouchel in, Prince in the backfield. It'll be Prince.
Hand off to Prince. He'll get 4 yards on the run.
Gain of about 4.
Well, you can see the change in mentality, right? They took a timeout after the sack, and you're going, hey, we get the ball back. You get a good punt inside the 5, and now they're running it. And, you know, there's clocks running. There's really nothing left for Kansas City to do than just go in at halftime with a 10-point deficit. Half the team's already heading that way anyway.
We're out of here.
See in
2nd and 6. They're just going to let this clock roll. That'll take us to halftime, ladies and gentlemen. And there it is. Score 17-7. Saints still up by 10 as we head into halftime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to grab some food, rehydrate, and I'll be back in a little bit. Shout out to you guys as we get through halftime. We'll see what these Chiefs can do when we get back. And I'll be back momentarily. Hold it down, mods. You have the power.
Don't see it very often, but that's the case. And it worked because he's back at about the 10-yard line. And the return for Smith-Marset, not much of one. So just, hey, show something different.
Hey, let's try something different. That was effective. But for that first half,
all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at it. We are ready for the second half. Quick shout out to Stephanie for the Cash App donation. Thanks a lot, Stephanie. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the Cash App donation.
They scored, so there is lots of cleanup, and that's why you play preseason game one.
They've got Shane Buechele.
All right, here we go. Chiefs will start.
And off of play fake.
Quick throw. This will be for 8 yards as Powell
He goes to Cornell Powell.
gets the catch. It'll be 2nd and 2. Shout out to Frederica in the building. What's up, Frederica? How you been?
Is going to be interesting between
Let's go, Frederica in the house. Glad to see you back as we get back into the swing of things with the football season.
I mean, everyone has raved about Lattimore this training camp, and so far it seems like Adebo is getting an early nod.
There we go, 2nd and 2.
Certainly battling for that spot.
Comeback route.
Patrol throws. That's another big play. Ross, 14 yards. Shout out to Scott Coley. What up, Scott? How you doing, man? What's going on with you, bro? How you doing today? How's your Sunday going?
That's right. Well, he's competitive. He didn't create too much separation. Got to bring him down with the tackle, but Yedem is another guy that they like on the edge. As you're going through, you got to have, I mean, these days, you got to have multiple players to play that outside corner.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10.
Out of the gun. Buechele and a breakdown with his wide receiver. He was looking at Ross. Ross was ready to go another 5 to 7 yards downfield.
Shout out to you, Shadow.
But that's going to happen with your third quarterback, and that's what Duchelle is right now, the young man.
Shout out to Jason Taylor. It says, good to see you again, my man. Didn't even realize I missed you.
In the second half.
I mean, that lets me know I had a positive impact on your life. Shout out to you, Jason. Glad to see you as well, man. Much love, bro.
Defense looking
much love
for help underneath. But one player in particular.
This will be a handoff to Prince. Nice move.
Out of the backfield.
And he'll get about 5 yards.
98 is the guy that you're going to keep your eye on. That is Peyton Turner.
3rd and 5.
Peyton Turner has not been able, whether it was a shoulder injury his rookie season, ankle injury, and almost got crushed last year. He has not been able to stay on the field. And he knows he's missed 4 games that he's played over his first 2 years for a former first-round pick.
And third year is usually the year where guys need to make a mark, and coaches start making that decision is, you know, is his future a part of our future? And they like his talent, but being able to stay on the field is something he's focused on this offseason. It needs to be a priority if he's going to contribute and play the role that the Saints need him to play.
All right, here we go.
3rd and about 5.
3rd and 5. Pressure coming.
And the sack is there.
Big sack.
Came through.
9-yard loss. 4th and 14. And that's going to force these Chiefs to punt.
Yeah, this is much more in his comfort zone. You see the little linebackers.
Shout out to Scott. Says all good. Working on these cabinet doors. Always working. Listen, one thing we going to do. We going to work. We going to work hard. But we also going to play hard. Shout out to you, Scott. Much love, bro.
Waiting for the punt from Tommy Townsend.
As the Chiefs will punt.
So 1 first down and a punt for Kansas City.
Shout out to you, Kathy. This is a wild game for sure. Punt is off.
Short wobbler.
And
that you want to stay away from. And the Saints do. Outside of the 30, they will have it for the first time. But Vaughn capitalizing, showing the speed up the middle.
There it is. Quick timeout commercial break. Also, shout out to Frederica for being a member of the family for 6 months. Says, went to the game yesterday. We won our 24th preseason game. Ravens for life. Shout out to you, Frederica. I'm glad you had a great time out there. Ravens did ball out. They did a great job. Great job. It was an interesting game, to say the least. We had a wonderful time. I did have a good old debate in regards to Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen yesterday. That was wonderful. But shout out to you, Frederica. I'm glad your Ravens did their thing. It was a fun game to call, and much love to you for being a dedicated member of the family for the last 6 months. Much love to you. Thank you for the support. Let's keep it going. Shout out to Fast Furious 10 for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing as well as we get through this quick commercial break. Time out. Harris says, Jay, that was funny. He had me going. He had me going. I had to give him the business. Shout out to you guys. 396 viewers, 200 likes. The next goal is going to be 250, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. I do thank you for all the support. Frederica coming back with the $4.99 super chat. Let's go. Shout out to you, Frederica. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $5 super chat donation. As far as getting back to the poll, we got 451 votes, 53% for the Saints. Shout out to you, Frederica. Thank you for the support. As we get back to it.
Hey, you put this graphic up a year ago, and it's 4 different faces. So, you know, some teams that are opting for some youth, Atlanta, Carolina, obviously, and the Saints opting for a proven veteran that has a couple Pro Bowls, a few Pro Bowls under his belt.
One series.
All right, here we go. First and 10 for these Saints. First play is going to be a handoff.
In the NFL,
as Kendrick Miller gets 2 yards on the run.
For the rookie,
second and 8.
Out of TCU. Jake Henry, I like what Dennis Allen said. He's got a moxie about him. The way he handles himself in the pocket, in the huddle. He likes him a lot, to say the least.
Yeah, and he's that moxie is
shout out to Sheila, says I'm proud of my Jaguars. And the third string quarterback was on fire.
Certainly has a certain
they balled out.
About it.
I've seen the highlights.
Second and 8 from the 35.
They were definitely doing their thing.
Making a miss in the backfield. It's Miller out to the 40. Or check that. Ellis Merriweather, the rookie out of UMass. Ran through an arm tackle. So now a third down. Painter was super efficient in his career at Fresno State. 4th round pick. He's a 24-year-old from the Bay Area in Danville, California. Goes a little over 6 feet even. And basically kind of the same size as Drew Brees, which is a good thing. Now time and
throw almost picked off.
Late recognition.
It's going to be incomplete.
He was trying to get it on the outside to Brian Edwards.
Painter
fourth-year wide
is in
receiver
at
from
quarterback.
South Carolina.
As
3rd round pick of the Raiders.
Saints will punt
back in 2019.
back to the Chiefs.
Yeah, first pass attempt by Haener, and he goes with the fastball. A little too much for the receiver to wrap in. And you know, had a good training camp. You want to extend that once you get out on the field against competition. So 3 down. Didn't convert on that 3rd down right there.
About that.
Hunter Lou Hedley, the rookie out of Miami, with a 45-yard
All right,
average
Saints
in
will
his college
punt.
career. His first as a pro. And out of bounds it goes. So Kansas City has it for the second time.
Be at the 20, so first and 10 for the Chiefs at the 20.
The Saints up by 10.
Timeout, commercial break. Quick shout out to Michael Greer for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Michael Greer. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. First and 10 for these Chiefs when we come back from the quick commercial break. 10 minutes, 44 seconds left in this third quarter. Quick timeout. Commercial break. As far as our votes go, 459 votes. Saints still holding it down. They're up by 10. 17-7. If you're a Saints fan, drop it in the chat. Shout out to the lead. It says, hey, Jay, was wondering if you had a chance to see McDonald and Jermaine Johnson from the Jets yesterday. Also wondering any rookies this year you think are going to ball out. I didn't have a chance to see the Jets. We were on the other games. So, I mean, I try to look at the highlights, but, you know, it's so much going on as far as all these other games. As far as rookies go, the hype right now, it's tough. You know, I've seen Malik obviously come out and he balled. I think for me, he's the most surprising part of preseason right now, other than this score in this game. But yeah, seeing Malik come out there and do what he did for the Patriots is still probably my high point of the preseason right now. And obviously my Bills Mafia taking the W. But you know. I didn't see much from Kincaid. That kind of made me sad, but it is what it is as we get back to it.
It's by 10. Chiefs get it for the second time in the second half with Buechele at quarterback. And well, the running back is Deneric.
Abinakanda, yeah, he's been playing good.
He's been playing good. Drafted.
He's definitely trying to come
Kansas
for
City, the highest scoring team in the NFL last year. They're first in overall offense as well. Patrick Mahomes, first in passing, 298 yards a game. Andy Reid, we know how creative he is offensively. They were in the middle of the pack.
Shout out to you, the league. Much love, bro.
And points allowed. And they made some changes on the offensive line, Stinch. New tackles.
All right, here we go.
Tackle, left tackle.
2nd and 5.
So it'll be interesting for them in that transition. Underneath, it's
throw,
available.
that's going to be caught.
And a flag on the play.
There's a flag. Fast Furious 10, yes.
To the tight end,
yes,
Matt
I am.
Bushman.
Bills Mafia.
Pass interference. Offense number 49.
Okay.
10-yard penalty at the previous spot.
Pass interference on the
That's a good look.
So take away the play.
Second year man.
2nd and 15.
The shove.
I'm not sure. You get 5 yards, right?
You said it. That's a break.
He was too physical, Joel.
Yeah, it's the response, the reaction.
2nd and 15.
Take it back at the 15.
Quick throw on a screen.
He's got a
Gets it to Rice. Plenty of space. Breaks a tackle or two. That's 13 yards on the play.
He can run. 13-yard gain.
Anytime after a penalty, you have to be alert to some of these screens, trying to get some of that yardage back, and they did more than just
Shout out
get
to
the
Alfonso Reed showing that Saints pride.
3rd and short situation.
As it's now 3rd and 2
So we've talked about
for these
Saunders
Chiefs.
coming over and Shepard. And what about the first-round pick, Brian Brzee, the rookie from Clemson?
It's right there on your screen.
Can they get a stop on 3rd and short?
Pressure.
Middle
Quick
of the field,
throw.
tapped away.
Broken up.
Play by the backer.
And this will lead to a punt by the Chiefs back to the Saints.
Strong one at that.
No, Brian Brzee, certainly somebody they're watching.
Deshaun Watson, I'm not sure.
Still figuring out which moves and when to pull him out of his bag. Little spin move right there, coming off the line.
I'm pretty sure he will.
Well timed by Ryan Conley.
Great job by Conley getting that arm in there.
Spent the last 3 years with Minnesota, former 5th-round pick of the Giants.
That's what I meant by that.
And
I'd like to think so.
And this is something they
4th
couldn't
and
do
2,
last
Chiefs
year.
will punt.
But enough. Get stops on 3rd down. So that's encouraging. Hang time is there. And nice miss. Make a miss. And a good return.
Nice return for the Saints.
That's the way you do it.
As they'll get to the 46, 1st and 10.
And a real nice 22-yard return after the 48-yard punt. Didn't run himself out of the play, did he? Good field position once again for the Saints.
All right, quick timeout commercial break. Furious 10 says your team plays us next week. Man, make sure you're here. I want to see you root for your squad. I want to see it, so make sure you're here next week, bro. Honey Cocaine says just turn the screen so we can see the game. Well, I'm going to need you to lay off that thing that you're taking in your name, because I see why you have that in your name. Can't show the game, my friend. Cannot show the game. I'm sure you've went to 30 other channels trying to look for it. You cannot watch the game on YouTube. But you know what you can do? You can watch and listen with Jay and have a good time, and we could chop it up and have someone that'll actually engage with you opposed to just watching aimlessly on a robot channel. Rock with your boy Jay. But I can't show you the game, bro. I can't show you the game. So, much love to you, though. Joe Schmo says if I'm the Browns, I don't risk it or get him in QTR the 3rd preseason game. Yeah, I don't see him playing until regular season, without a doubt. Yeah, I don't see him playing until the regular season. Shout out to MacArthur Williams II. What up, yo? Coach Nate Green says, who that? Matt, who that? William Cousins says, Saints, let's go. Shout out to all the Saints fans in the house. Says, yeah, my husband told me to ask. We are already watching. Listen, I love you guys. I really do. I really do. If I could show you the game, do you know how many people would be in here? We have like 30,000 people in here right now. If I could literally show you the game, it'd be absolutely insane. But I cannot. But I am the next best thing. So shout out to you guys for rocking with me. Scott says that's crazy. Highest paid, guaranteed pay quarterback and has to prove himself. Does money always determine worth? Does it? Does it? Does it? Let's get back to it, yo.
Rookie defensive lineman Brian Brzee here in the Superdome. It was the last place his little sister Ella was able to see him play in person. After that 2021 Sugar Bowl, Ella was diagnosed with brain cancer. Just over a year later, she lost her battle. And when rookie defensive lineman Brzee was drafted by the Saints,
here we go. Play
it dawned on him that this would be his home field.
Good high throw, going to be incomplete. Second and 10.
Good story. Sad and good.
Yeah, with Brzee, I mean, talent, right? You see his upside is incredible, and can't wait to see more from him.
Well, we're going to be joined by future Hall of Famer in just a moment. In fact, Dennis Lasher, the president of the Saints, is going to be with us in the fourth quarter. Because when you come to the Dome, it's going to look different. You'll see that. And
hand off. Nice run. Still on his feet, but there is a flag. Probably going to be a hold.
Trying to make it as a backup running back. Find out about the flag.
Holding. Offense number 80.
Of course it was
10-yard
coming
penalty.
back.
Replay second down.
Call it on Jimmy Graham. And while we got an opportunity, we're joined now by, I saw him play pickleball yesterday, and it was strong. You hold up against a guy like John McEnroe. We're joined by future Hall of Famer Drew Brees. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
How was the match?
It was fun. I wouldn't really say you gave me too much credit. I don't think I held up very well against Mac. There's a skill level and experience level there that I couldn't quite match up to in singles, but doubles we got him back. I had a couple of.
It's going to be second and 18.
From our Major League Pickleball team, the LA Mad Drops come in town, and so we took him on in doubles and got him.
I'm walking in the hallway, passing Mad Drops right
you see
here.
That? It's everywhere. I'll get you a hat.
Take it over
before we leave here, buddy.
Sweet.
So now, tell us what's going on, what you've been doing, because everybody's concerned. They want you back in New Orleans, obviously full time.
Yeah, can I just come back and watch games and hang out on the sideline and just enjoy myself? Huh?
It turns out you can. Look at you.
Now Ainer. And
that's picked off. Wow.
Interception. Lassie, the rookie out of Western Kentucky. And they get it right back. As you watch.
Terrible throw.
How tough is it? I mean, you're watching Jake Ainer. You've been gone a couple of years. This is still a bug?
Hey, I like this kid. I see what he was seeing there. He's trying to throw a back shoulder. We need a little more awareness out of the receiver there, man. Help the QB out. You know, it's never the QB's fault, Spence.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I talked about a holding call earlier. It was questionable.
Yeah, very, very questionable, right? Hey, it's only holding if they call it.
And they did.
Yeah, but you also got to look at the defense eyes, quarterback.
He's a kid that has a lot of upside. Had a good early training.
He didn't catch the spy.
It's not always going to be perfect for you. So, talk to us a little bit about Derek Carr.
They keep playing like this. These Chiefs are going to come back. What they're known for.
Yeah, I'm excited for Derek. I think he's a great fit for this offense. He ran an offense very similar to this with the Raiders. Sean Payton was the John Gruden disciple, gave Sean his first job in the NFL as a quarterback coach with
Shout out to Wanda W for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Wanda. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
From the West Coast, came from Gruden. So what that offense required of Derek Carr in with the Raiders, you felt like he always had great command of the offense. A lot of communication at the line of scrimmage, getting in and out of plays, getting out of bad plays, getting into good plays. So I've seen him execute at a very high level. I've always had a great amount of respect for him, and I think he's going to fit really, really well into this offense.
All right, here we go. Second and 10 for the
Chiefs. Joining us, and I'm glad you brought that up. The fit is everything, and that's why Derek Carr said to us that it seems like a natural fit for him.
That's going to be caught. Powell, he's on the move. Breaks a tackle, gets 17 yards on the play. That sets up the Chiefs in good position at the 37.
Yeah, very similar. It's
Shout out
West
to
Coast.
Jason
Look,
Mador for
there's West Coast
subscribing.
disciples, we
Thanks a
call
lot,
it,
Jason.
everywhere,
Welcome to the
right?
channel.
They take
Thank you for
influences
subscribing.
from a lot of things, and you evolve, right? The game evolves, you evolve. I mean, look, every offseason.
Shout out to Ashley Harrington says, we know the 10-point lead don't win.
Let's put it in
Not against the
offense.
Chiefs.
Let's change the vernacular. Let's maybe rig it a little bit to fit our personnel, but absolutely.
Maybe one of the best lines in our conversation. Dennis Allen said when Derek got there, and he was the head
Ryan
coach
gets
of the Raiders,
5 yards on the run.
Guys come in, and they don't know whether the ball is stuffed or it's pumped.
Shout out to you, MacArthur Williams. Thanks a lot for the support, bro.
This guy from his first year to now getting ready for his 10th year, and he said the way he's grown as a player and as a person, and you know all about it through the changes you've made.
Yeah, look, I think he's developed a lot of maturity. Look, it hadn't always been rosy for Derek Carr. He's been through some tough moments. I think professionally. And,
2nd and 5.
Certainly the last couple of years with the
Play
Raiders
action.
has been tough, but
throw to the middle.
That's what
is
you like about a guy
caught.
like that is he's been through some adversity.
That's going to be Powell for
he's
17
executed
yards.
At a very high level. He's a Pro Bowl caliber player, and I think he's got Pro Bowl caliber talent
First
around
and
him.
10 at
so
the
you combine
15.
those two things, both offensively.
Quick shout out
defensively,
to
the
Emil
piece to make
Cruz
a run at it.
for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Emil. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
One of the best things that he's done in training camp.
Shout out to all the new subscribers. If I did miss your name, thank you for being here.
I've seen you firsthand do that at a very high level, especially with Coach Carmichael's offense. That there's some expectation for a quarterback to get us in that right situation.
1st and 10 for these
Speaking of right
Chiefs.
situation, I love empty formation down here in the red zone. 5 wides. Let's spread them out.
Another throw to the middle. Touchdown, Chiefs. Ross for 15 yards. Touchdown in the middle.
I find that,
Chiefs closing that gap.
That the Saints have made this offseason. I mean, first off, you bring Jimmy Graham back. Talk about
Shout out to Charlenta Howard.
Fantastic. Right. Have you seen him?
Yes.
Lost weight.
I was like, Jimmy, what do you credit to being in such great shape? He's like, well, I cycled around Europe this summer.
Chiefs will kick the extra
That
point.
was my off-season training, right? But Michael Thomas looks great. He looks strong. Obviously, had a hard time staying healthy the last couple of years, but man, getting him back's gonna be huge.
It's up.
Olave,
it's good.
Next level as a second-year player now.
And now the Saints holding
Most
on
fast
to a
guys
3-point
don't know how to use
lead.
their speed. He knows how to use his speed, and he's an incredible.
They were
route
up by
runner,
10.
Man, a lot of
that
weapons.
thought, and let's come right back and continue the conversation. If you can tolerate Stinchcomb for a few more minutes. Drew Brees.
My guy.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Shout out to you guys. 513 viewers in the house. 210 likes, ladies and gentlemen. The next goal is going to be 250. If you can hear the sound of my voice, make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up, hit that like, that thumbs up button. We need 40 more likes to get to 250. So make sure you guys are hitting that like button, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support. Also, if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream. We do this all season. I will be streaming week 2 preseason, week 3 preseason, and then also we're getting started with the regular season, which is going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to have a great year. Make sure you guys subscribe, lock it in, and also, if you know any other football fans or sports fans, basketball, college, all that good stuff, make sure that you share the stream with your friends and family. Invite them over. We have a good time. We have a family-friendly environment here, so they'll enjoy it. Make sure you invite them over. Much love to all you guys. As we take a quick timeout, commercial break. Got ourselves a close game, 17-14, Saints up by 3. Can the Saints hold on? Eric, I have not made the schedule yet. I will, bro. I will. Shout out to Mary Joy Dawson for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Mary Joy. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing as we get back to it.
5-6 years into your career, and I was trying to bring a similarity to Derek Carr, 9 years in the league, and picking up because the transition's real important.
No, it is. I mean, look, fresh start for him. I mean, I think this is a rejuvenating thing for him. I had a few conversations with him as he was going through the process of, deciding where he wanted to go. And look, he chose New Orleans, and I think it had a lot to do with our organization. This is a first-class organization. But look, the pieces
I'm sure we'll
place.
get some
There's
Fighting
a lot
Irish
of
in there, man.
on that offense.
It's normally a mix-up, whatever's on the
with the offensive line,
schedule for that
really
night.
Great defense as well. Been a top
sure
5
we'll
defense for the
figure it
last
out.
5 years. So
As the Chiefs will kick back to the Saints. 6 minutes left in the third quarter.
Do we have a chance to win and go win a championship? And absolutely, the pieces are in place.
And that's by the way, Drew, that's exactly what he said, though, when he arrived. He goes, that's here in place.
Shout out to
already.
Crispy. What up, yo?
Now, you don't have Stinch on the right tackle spot or Street before that.
And he's grateful for it. You got Ramcheck out there? What
Well, here you go.
You be in?
Yeah, there he is.
Hey.
I had a little more hair back there. I think, man,
During the return,
you're still looking pretty good.
85
You got a nice healthy head here.
Yeah, but the one thing that he has not lost is the baby face. Stinchcom's got that baby face.
You lose 60 pounds, it didn't live.
Shout out to you,
The
Crispy.
appearances for you.
That's exactly right. Thanks for that. Really humbling. Glad you're in the booth.
So the components are now in place. We've talked about some of the things, and Alvin's going to miss the first 3. But they address that right away and get the touchdown leader last year. We saw how powerful he can be earlier in the
Matthias
game. And then the third round
He's getting
pick.
some time.
I like what Derek Carr said.
So I know he's getting some time.
Joining a team that's ready to ascend. That's the key. He's not
First
taking
and 10
over
for
a
the
team,
Saints.
and especially in this division.
Hand off to Merriweather.
And it's deep in their own territory on first down as we continue our conversation.
And they get about a yard on the play.
Maybe
Second
a yard
and 9.
the most. What do you miss the most about? Because you're 2 years removed. Now 3 seasons this year. What do you miss the most?
I know Stinch can attest to this, but you miss the locker room. You miss being around the guys. Honestly, each and every day, that becomes so much of your motivation is you come in and you want to win, and you want to win for the guys that you're playing next to, and they feel the same way about you. Obviously, game day, it's
pressure.
I don't know if there's a way to replace
Throw
the
is
feeling
going to be
that you get
caught
running out of the tunnel
short,
on game
3
day.
yards for Edwards.
As fun as
That leads to
pickleball is,
third
it
and
doesn't quite
6.
match up to the feeling of throwing a game winner on Sundays. But look, I think we're all really grateful for the careers that we had and the relationships we were able to build as a result of it, and the accomplishments. And now we get a chance to be a fan. We know that we're always going to be a part of this great organization, and you want the guys that are coming after you to succeed. And I feel like we've had the opportunity to be
just under 5 minutes left in the third.
Yeah, the changes that made through your tenure here.
Throw.
What a grab.
That's a catch and a flag.
Brian Edwards on his wallet. At a first
That's
down.
going to be declined on the
Is there a
defensive
flag?
pass
Yes.
interference,
Yeah,
but
the
19
offensive
yards for
interference.
Edwards.
Defensive guy tugged him. I know on the broadcast you're not supposed
Hayner
to speculate,
gaining-
but I'm going to speculate.
I love
the
it.
defensive guy tugged him a little bit.
That's
Felt that he
interference.
was
Defense number
Gaining
30.
some confidence
Shoot your
out there.
shot.
The other way.
Nailed it.
Catch,
But
first down.
the changes you've seen in this franchise since you arrived 5-6 years into the league, to the point now expectations are totally different.
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
Right.
Yes.
Right? When expectations are not just to win the division, not just to host a playoff game, but to go win it all, those are the expectations you want.
Which for Derek Carr, when he came here, part of the
And
equation was, do you have the pieces
And
in
that will
place?
be
You look
Merriweather
around.
for 4 yards
I mean,
on the play.
It looks pretty.
Second and 6.
Pretty strong. Wide receivers, tight ends, running backs.
Yeah.
It's a good group around him.
Look, I think that's a reason why a lot of free agents have been drawn here over the last few years. I think we've developed that reputation, and hey, Derek Carr wanted to come here to play with some of these receivers. A guy like Jimmy Graham wanted to come back and finish his career here. Tyrann Mathieu wanted to come back here and finish his
Play
career.
action.
It's available, but
Throw
behind
almost
and
picked
also
off as
falling
Baker
down
slips
to
up.
the intended target.
That'll be
As he
incomplete.
wanted to go on Baker.
Can I just say I like the way this kid plays? Look, we're getting a good view here, but he's thinking he's trying to hold the corner throw up here because the corner is starting to gain depth. He's got to kind of fit it in between corner and safety. Maybe he missed it by a yard or two, but just the anticipation of knowing exactly where he wants that ball to go. once the receivers can get on the same page with him, that's going to be lethal.
Yeah, and Dennis Allen actually used the word moxie about him. That he's got a certain
3rd
moxie.
and 6.
The way he is in the huddle, the way he runs the offense. And he was super
Pressure
efficient
coming.
in college as it's wide of the intended
Gainer
target.
almost to another
blown away
pick.
because of the pressure.
Incomplete. This will be a punt coming up.
20 touchdowns, 3 interceptions his last year at Fresno State.
For the Saints.
So he didn't put the ball up for grabs, obviously. Smart player.
Yeah, that's typically
so things
something
have definitely
young
slowed down
quarterbacks have to learn the hard way.
Scoring-wise
how
for
to
the
take care of
Saints
the
as
football. I
the
know
Chiefs
I was a
picking
bit
up
careless
speed.
and reckless early in
3
my
minutes,
career.
56 seconds
And
left
I got enough
in this
chances
third quarter.
to be able to turn that around. And,
Will the Chiefs
that takes practice, but
take the
if
lead?
A guy can come in the league already with a little bit of that mentality and that discipline.
Punt is
goes
off.
a long way in this league.
Well, there's some things that you can teach and some things you,
Take it from
you
the
have to experience
22.
to learn from, right?
The hard way.
And
Maybe
he's
you
just
get
gonna
benched as a result of it. You
lay
lose
on
the
it.
game as a result of it.
It'll start.
And that's when it really starts to sink in.
Yeah, but the nice part for you now, because of where your family is at, you get to spend more time with your kids, and you get to watch them grow. And you, as you said, you want to be in the locker room and you want to be with your teammates, but at the same time, you're with them more than you're with your family.
Yeah, otherwise I'd be in the broadcast with you, booth with you guys more often. But the weekends for me now are youth sports, right? And my boys, my oldest just started freshman football. That's hard to believe. How about that, Stitch?
Unreal.
Balin, our Super Bowl baby, is now a freshman playing at Santa Fe Christian. And
all right, here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs.
So
quick throw and a slant. That's going to be caught. Crawford, and he'll get 19 yards.
But you also have time to continue with your Breeze Dream Foundation, which, checking out your website, $50 million donated across the board. Unreal. And one of the reasons you came back this weekend was a part of the Breeze Dream Foundation with the Pickle Fest. So
yeah,
pretty cool.
We felt like New Orleans just
1st
doesn't
and
have
10
enough
at the
festivals.
41 for the Chiefs.
I think we need another festival.
We need a party.
Right?
And it's going to be quarterback. No, he threw it. It looked like he was going to keep it. He threw it, and it got batted down, incomplete.
It blew our expectations away.
So
First year event, we wanted to keep it manageable, where we had over 600 participants in the New Orleans Convention Center. Great time of year to do it. A lot of people kind of traveling the country playing in these pickleball tournaments, but awesome amateur event. John McEnroe played in singles.
Player downfield on the offense, number 62. 5-yard penalty.
So it's going to be a penalty on the Chiefs.
But he was
eligible man downfield.
What's that?
1st and 15. That'll push him back to the 36.
Early in the match, I hit a winner, but then I get called for being in the kitchen. So they gave him the point, and he walked over to the microphone and he said, "That's the first call I've gotten in 40 years." So it was awesome. Had the place rolling, but raised a bunch of money for the foundation. We're going to make this an annual event, so be on the lookout.
Man, same time of year every year?
Same time of year, yep.
You're smart putting it indoors, too. A little steamy out.
Snap.
Too much time for Michelle.
Michelle throws.
Downfield,
and it's going to be incomplete so early. 2nd and 15.
By Ely. And Gray on the hit.
Well, just looking at this one, Drew, I mean, one of the things that quarterbacks love is time in the pocket, right? And an area where New Orleans can improve is getting after the quarterback. That helps create turnovers for your overall defense.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this year plays out. You lose David Onyemata.
Shout out to you guys.
You go out and get Brissy in the draft, but
2nd and 15.
Looking for a steady amount of depth at the D-line. Keep those guys fresh and rolling.
Michelle throws. It's going to be broken up. And a flag. Going to be in the defense.
Like it could be a first
pass interference on the Saints.
I mean, later in your career, it's one thing, but the key in preseason for you, is it all about timing?
Free first down for the Chiefs.
Process?
Yeah. Look, I love football, and I loved training camp. Now, I didn't have to go through a lot of the things.
Pass interference. Defense, number 37. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
That's spoken like a true quarterback right there, Joel.
Right. I didn't have to go through the things that the guys did who were actually doing the work and putting their hand in the dirt. But for me, it was about timing, and it was about chemistry and developing rapport with the receivers. Inevitably,
so 1st and 10 now for the Chiefs at the 47.
So for me, it was
2
like
minutes,
a race
50
to week
seconds
one.
left
like,
in the third
how
quarter.
Much can we get on the same page by the time we get here? Because I wanted to hit week one on all cylinders.
So often now, you don't see the regulars in there. It was good to see Derek in there, and he was super efficient
on the play
on
clock.
an 80-yard drive
Snap
to
is
start
off.
it, but he joined us a little bit late.
Michelle throws deep. He's got an open man. Overthrew him. That was a touchdown to Crawford.
I think preseason is all about
my
expectations.
goodness.
And obviously, different teams have different things
Just
they're
a
wanting
little
to accomplish.
too much.
Inevitably, you got a ton of young players that you're trying to get
Second
reps.
and 10.
If you have a new coach or new system, new quarterback, yes, you're trying to develop timing and rhythm.
Shout out to you, Elijah.
The expectations. I always feel like if I was a coach, I would just look at the first team offense and say, hey, you guys are in until you score 2 touchdowns or you score 10 points or more.
Right.
Like
second and 10.
Then it actually provides a little motivation for them. Like, dang, we don't want to be out here forever. Let's go get our job done and get off the field.
Second and long for Kansas City.
Quick throw to Ely for 7 yards.
Well,
that'll lead to a 3rd and 3.
Give us your impression, Derek Carr on his series earlier today.
Yeah, he was sharp. Seemed like great command of the offense. Good pocket movement throughout the drive. Spread the ball around quite a bit. The Saints always do a great job of mixing personnel groups, shifts in motions early in a game. I love this. So how about Keith Kirkwood back in the building? Another guy who left for a while, came back.
Shout out to you, Crystal.
But
looks like they're trying to do something now. They may take the lead. We'll see. 3rd and 3 for these Chiefs.
Originally a 17-0 lead for the Saints.
Throws deep again. Gets him that time. And that's going to be Remigio for 24 yards.
So it's complete to Remigio, the rookie out of Fresno State.
First down,
Mahomes
Chiefs.
Running down the sideline over there, man. I love it. That's a guy who loves ball.
He does. He's in it. You watched quarterback. You saw that series.
Yeah. I've watched a little bit of it. I got it downloaded. That's going to be my next plane flights. Yeah.
He's not even 28 until the middle of September.
Yeah. Look,
what a start.
A lot of similarities to the way you played, though, right?
I love it. He's accomplished
Hand
what
off.
I think
It's
only
a little space, hits the
able
edge.
to accomplish in our first,
And
5,
Ryan
6
will get
years as a
11
starter.
yards on the run.
5
First and
consecutive
goal
AFC
now
Championship games, 3
at the
Super
New
Bowl
Orleans
appearances.
11.
He's a really special talent. I feel like I've watched him on film quite a bit. He's got an uncanny ability to make off-schedule plays, Now, I will say this, though. Don't get it twisted for a second.
Shout out to
Kelce's
Gary.
the
Says,
key
hey, Jay,
for
final
that
score,
offense
Chiefs
for him.
24, Saints 20.
And,
Your thoughts?
A year ago when they started off the year really slow, Kelce was kind of nowhere to be found from the perspective that they just weren't.
I'm with you there.
Get him the ball.
I had that Chiefs was my prediction, so
On the edge.
I'm with you there.
Down
After
to
the
8-yard
3-yard
line.
run by
But ever
P.
since
Ryan,
then,
it'll be
it has
2nd
been-
and
It has
7.
been so automatic that Kelce is such an integral part of working the middle of the field, being the guy who, when Mahomes gets outside the pocket, is finding ways to get open in space, give him an outlet, continue drives, and both those guys.
49 seconds left in the clock in the third quarter. 2nd and 7.
Change for Kelce when this guy
And these
took
Chiefs
over 6
punch
years
it
ago
in.
as their starting quarterback. And we've been going over some of the numbers. It is pretty amazing, though, the window that is just beginning for Kansas City, and they've already got 2 Super Bowls.
Play action. He's going to keep it. Throws end zone, and that's incomplete to Ely.
Not bad, though. Resourceful as he tried to get it to Ely. So I get a kick out of the way you're talking about Mahomes.
3rd and 7.
You watch that quarterback. You watch all the quarterbacks in the NFL, but he manufactures plays. He keeps
dropped it at the last second.
Yeah, and look, he's good at the routine plays too. He can throw on timing when he needs to. He can get the ball out quick when he needs to. But your ability to extend a drive here, a drive there, convert that 3rd down that most guys can't, that's the difference in all these games between winning and losing.
Should be the last snap of the 3rd. Time for Bouchel as he's
Bouchel almost gets wrapped up. Throw is caught. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Speaking of Mahomes, right, obviously he's the tutelage of the
There it is.
That was a hell of a play.
Crawford, 8 yards. I thought Michelle was going to get wrapped up. He gets rid of it at the last minute. Gives his little Mahomes impression. And the Chiefs punch it in.
Yeah, and here's the thing. It's hard to get mad at your defense, right?
Yep.
The secondary, the back end has to cover for about 7 to 8 seconds here.
Unrealistic.
Yeah.
Which means your front end's got to get him down.
Yeah, exactly. Which they had 3 chances, but good individual effort by the quarterback there.
Extra point. Up and good.
And it is 21 unanswered now.
21-17.
The final snap.
21 unanswered points by these Saints.
And raised the money that you have.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for joining us. Despite
Appreciate you, brother.
Great being with you.
Enjoyed it.
We get ready for the 4th in New Orleans.
All right, so quick timeout, commercial break. Score is 21-17. Chiefs finally take that lead after 21 unanswered points. What is this Saints defense going to do? What are they going to do? Quick shout out to you guys. 647 viewers, 253 likes, ladies and gentlemen. The next goal is 300 likes. We just need 46. If you can hear the sound of my voice, make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support. We just need 46 more likes to get to 300. Shout out to you guys for helping us make it happen. Also, if you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so that way you don't miss a stream. We're going to be doing this all preseason, all regular season, so make sure that you do lock it in. Also, share this with your friends and your family. If they love sports, if they love football, have them come through. We're a great environment, good community here, family friendly, and they will enjoy it. Shout out to Michelle. Says, football, we back, baby. Let's go, yo. Let's go. Ric Flair, where you at? As we get to this quick timeout commercial break. Fast Furious 10 playoffs, Super Bowl, all that, man. All of it. We here. We are here. Shout out to Blake. What up, bro? What's going on with you?
Kansas City after the touchdown to Crawford. So Kansas City making the most of their opportunities now in the second half, just like the Saints did in the first 30 minutes of play. Yes.
All right, so Chiefs will send it back to the Saints as we start the fourth quarter.
Back deep for the Saints.
Here we go.
And bringing it back. Maneuvering his way across the 25.
That's going to be Kirkland for 23 yards.
Baker.
On the run back, Saints will start on the 24.
Join us now, the president of the Saints, president of the Pels. And that is Dennis Lauscha. First of all, it looks good. Walked around the ballpark, and this is the 4th year, so there's more to come, but you got to feel good about what's developing.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's you know, you don't want to have patience, right? You just want to wave that magic wand, and you just want it all to be perfect. And so we're 4 years in, and things are really looking good. We still have 1 year to go, and it's going to be spectacular.
Throw that's going to be caught. Baker
the Super Bowl will
get 24 yards.
About that.
He's knocked out of bounds.
Here, 2 weeks ago.
First and 10 for the Saints now as you get to the 48.
What they saw, and it's going to be a new building, to be perfectly honest with you.
What is the most dramatic difference as far as you're concerned? Because I saw the concourses, and it's beautiful on one side. They've still got to do the other side. Yeah. But the space now that's available.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's it, right? I mean, it's all about the space at every level. we really have gone to the skin of the building and really blown out the concourses.
First and 10.
You know, made it so much more comfortable than it was before.
It
was always been tight ever since the
Merriweather
build
will get
design,
2 yards
and,
on the play.
There were reasons for that, and
Saints will get to the 50.
We've been able to take advantage of moving some things around, really opened up the building, and I can tell you, I mean, our fans and the feedback we're getting, they're very excited about it.
Well, for a dome that has such history, right? You look at other cities and they're not renovating, they're just building new. But there's so much history in the Superdome to find ways to increase the fan experience in a positive way in a building that still has a lot of life in it has been impressive.
No, it really has been.
Handoff, nice jump cut.
It has been, and it's funny.
For about 3 yards, though.
I can tell you,
as it's now 3rd
I don't like
and
saying
5.
how long I've been working here, but I've been working here for a long
Saints.
time.
Shout out to Michelle.
You were a rookie, Stinch, but
Richard Mays in the house.
It's been a
What's up, Richard? Shout out to you, bro.
But I can tell you, I remember Mr. Benson and I and some other folks going around to look at all the brand new stadiums in 1999, 2000. And there was a lot of talk back then of, hey, maybe we need a new stadium in New Orleans, and we didn't go in that direction. And you know, candidly, I would say probably about 4 or 5 of those buildings that we looked at are now being contemplated to be torn down and the new buildings going into their community.
Caught by Davis.
I think we did it right here. I'm real proud of what we did.
3.
To address your
we'll
point.
see what they plan on doing here now at 45.
And it means so much to the people of this region, to be perfectly honest with you. We go out and we poll and survey our fans all the time. And
shout out to Bing Bang for subscribing. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Thanks a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the
they
channel.
Want to renovate the building. They don't want another building. Right. And when you look at that, and look where this building's located, right here in the middle of downtown, not far from the French Quarter, not far from the convention center. It really works well.
Hey, Dennis, we really appreciate your time coming up. Also want to mention, I saw C.J. McCollum shooting on Friday in the Pels facility, and he looks
fair catch for the Chiefs at the 10.
Healthy. And that's a winning record last year.
Start
they
with
stay
12
healthy.
minutes,
It's
15
50
seconds
wins.
left.
And I could talk about that forever.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait for the basketball season to start. Just need health. For just be healthy, I think we're going to be super. So we're really excited. So thank you guys for having me.
Dennis, thank you.
Yep.
All right, another quick timeout commercial break. Score is 21-17. Chiefs holding down that lead. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 minutes, 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. They'll have the ball back as we take a timeout commercial break. Got ourselves a ball game. Make sure you guys lock it in. 272 likes. Trying to get to that 300. Make sure you smash that like, that thumbs up. Shout out to Savage Gaming. What up, man? What's going on with you, bro? Been a minute. We got Detroit versus everybody. I'm still sad Jamal Williams didn't want to stay on my team. What a poor decision. Detroit, you guys are still good. You got a great back system. I'm actually excited to see it. As we get to this quick commercial break, heading back to the votes, 648 votes, 53% for the Saints. As we get to this commercial break. 638 people in the house, 278 likes on the road to that 300. Shout out to Savage Gaming 742 for subscribing. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. As we get back to it.
Give Bouchel, a young man who's second-year quarterback out of
Trey McCorkle, yeah, man.
Who was up here and talked about it. He
college.
appreciated the way he manipulated the pocket and maneuvered to extend plays. Now he's back at his own 10-yard line.
All right, 1st and 10 for these Chiefs.
So Buechele is done.
Pass broken up. Could have been picked off, but it's 2nd and 10 now.
And
after the incomplete.
Yeah, during that 3rd quarter, obviously Kansas City has changed the game landscape.
Shout out to Mages. What up, yo?
17 now.
What's going on, bro?
You know, for the Saints, they still have an opportunity to make a
in the
statement.
house.
And as you heard Coach Allen at halftime, these games, you want to win everything. He's been preaching to this team, compete, compete, compete. And here's an opportunity for guys to show that they bought into the message.
2nd and 10.
Right, this is an important series, and it's offside. A free snap.
And it's going to be a free
Kansas
play. Saints offside.
The running back
that was not free for him.
That wasn't good for the running
price
back.
He paid. The Smoke Monday right on the hit. Wow.
That's a big hit.
Offside. Defense number 77 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
2nd and 5 for the Chiefs.
That was
So we'll be at the KC 15.
Out of Ohio State.
12 minutes left on the clock.
8 penalties now.
Shout out to Kevin Wu. He says, who that?
He thought there were too many penalties in the first half. Mistakes. And wanted to clean it up. 8 for 69.
J0, what up, man?
In the preseason. So now it's going to be 2nd and 5. And there'll be a hold.
And there's going to be another flag. It's going to be in the offense. Send them back.
Neely out of Ole Miss. Guy that wasn't drafted last year.
Offense number 72. Penalty will be enforced half the distance to the goal. Replay 2nd down.
Michelle, because it's preseason. He played in the beginning for a couple snaps.
Rookie.
That was about it. But they're not going to risk Mahomes getting hurt out there in
right
preseason.
There, gets a little extra
That's why.
grab. Those are pretty easy to call on the edge.
So the quarterback taking over in his 2nd year out of South Dakota State, working with a great offensive head coach in Andy Reid.
2nd and 12.
And you know, Stinch, you started
Dukin is out.
Zach was the right tackle. You took over for Zach Street.
Or in as quarterback.
Pressure and almost intercepted. But you want to be a sponge when you come in. And you're around
J0, what's going on with you, man?
And then you know you're not replacing Patrick Mahomes, but how much can I attain, retain, and take away from this experience?
Right. Well, Streif actually I was his predecessor. So it's a game where you're always trying to build and learn as you go. And
so 3rd and 12 now.
The space. And for some of these guys, as much as the game has changed, there's many of the aspects that stay the same in principles. So trying to learn from those that have come before you is important stuff.
3rd and a dozen. And plenty of time.
Big throw. That's going to be caught. Brought down by Remigio. What a catch.
Remigio. He dropped it right in, didn't he?
So now 1st and 10 for these Chiefs.
For the Chiefs there, but if I'm a wide receiver, I'm not exactly appreciative of this ball. It floats up in the air, and
the high ball
shot is waiting by the safety, and lucky to get away with a little bit of a skim because that ball just hangs up in the air.
It'll be a 1st down on 3rd and 12 after the 27 of the Chiefs.
1st and 10, Chiefs. Quick throw.
Screen action.
On the screen, that's going to lead to 6 yards by Remigio. 2nd and 4.
So Remigio again. But it was out in the secondary. The rookie, 5th round pick out of Minnesota to make the play.
And good fill by Houghton because, you know, this is just like what's become a stretch
Brock
play.
is starting regular
screens.
season.
You have 2
not in
blockers
preseason, Michelle.
Houghton
Trey
don't
Lance
make that play. There's a lot of grass that
Trey
that
Lance is
safety
starting
has to
for the
cover to come
49ers.
over top.
Gain of about 6.
Shout out to Derek Clark. AFC is very competitive.
Good reps for their 4th quarterback of the day.
And pressure. He's going to go down. That's a sack. Loss of 9 yards.
It comes from Ty Summers out of TCU.
Saints defense stepping up.
To the Packers.
3rd and 13.
Well, one of the most effective ways you can affect a passer is right up the middle of the pocket. You can see a little bit of a grab hold there, gets away, but Ty Summers able to finish the job, brings him down.
So now another 3rd and long, and We talked about it at the top, trying to get off the field, regardless of down and distance. And that was
there we go, 3rd and 13.
Especially against the ground game. Secondary stout last year.
Looking to the middle. Another deep throw to Remigio. Going back to the well. 22 yards.
2 third downs in a row. He's able to find his receiver, threads the needle a little bit. Yeah, from our vantage point, it looked like the Saints had 2 opportunities to at least tip.
And that's got to be a real
right between the
issue with this Saints defense. You know this man has been going
and it
to
was
Remigio,
with his fingertips
and
on the ball.
You don't double him up. That's as well. Just let him keep passing it to him. All right.
Great hands. First down, Kansas City.
1st and 10 Chiefs.
46. So they are now 4 for 4 on third downs over the last 2 drives. Successful
pressure,
and back shoulders wide. The extended target. He was trying to get it downfield to Vogel. So 8.5 to play in the first preseason game. Saints first half. It's been Kansas City in the second half as they went to the reserves. Both sides did. And it also shows you the depth of Kansas City. And he brought up Travis Kelce, who we haven't seen. And you know what he brings for Andy Reid and Pat Mahomes.
And the variety that the Chiefs attack defenses with.
All right, there we go.
Play calling,
2nd and 10.
Their various sets. Didn't see much of that.
Screen.
And a screen bobbled, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10.
For Kendall Blanton.
Pass was to Blanton.
The second-year tight end out of Missouri. And it was set up pretty well.
Yeah, there's space there. Another drop, but you can see the lines getting out. Another into the line screen. That's one thing that Kansas City does really well is a variety of ways of getting the ball at the line, but setting up blockers at the next level.
3rd and 10.
Another 3rd and long. They've converted the last 2.
Can they do it a 3rd time?
In the backfield.
Pressure.
And running for it.
Steps up. He runs for it. He gets it. He's still on his feet going. My goodness. 30 yards on the scramble. And he converts 3 third downs in a row. 1st and 10 for these Chiefs as they get to the Saints 24.
I mean, you can see this is, you know, I don't want to say Mahomes-like. That's way too gracious. But in Kansas City, if there's a lane and you can take advantage of it, there's the freedom to use your legs and keep the chains moving.
That's a 30-yard gain on 3rd and 10. Started back at their own 10-yard line. And the give goes to Ely as he picks up about 4 on the first down carry.
So this entire series, the Saints on 1st and 2nd down are winning the downs. But yet on 3rd down, Kansas City is executing. So an opportunity, if you will, for the Saints to recognize that the importance of not only winning early, but also getting off the field.
Yeah, we talked about it because they were
2nd and
24th against the run last year. So between the tackles, it was an area of concentration in the offseason. Underneath.
Snap, quick throw.
Ely's got it.
Ely's going to get 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4.
Inside the 20 at the 18.
6 minutes.
All right, Joel,
55 seconds left in the clock.
This is where the
4th quarter.
For this entire series.
Can the Saints defense step up?
Off the field, and now's an opportunity for the Saints to close that out and force a field goal attempt, and certainly not let another part of this series continue.
Yeah, you're facing the team, and granted Mahomes isn't out there, but creativity of Andy Reid and his staff.
Shout out to Geno Nader.
Third downs last
Look
year,
at that man run.
50%.
3rd and 4. Throw on a slant, going to be broken up, incomplete. Saints defense get the stop. What are they going to do?
Made the play.
The Chiefs kick the field goal. Or are they going to go for it?
Overtime. 6:22 to play in a 4-point game.
You don't need to today. You drop in coverage. You see the 2 inside linebackers dropping out. Amadi right there in coverage.
Yeah, well timed on Ely. So it's going to be a 36-yard attempt.
So they're going to go ahead and go with the field goal approach.
24-32 last
perfect
year.
sense.
His first attempt today, 7th year out of Georgia Tech.
It's up. It's good.
And he's got it.
And your score now is 24-17. Kansas City Chiefs.
24 unanswered. 6:17 left in regulation.
24 unanswered points. What are you doing, Saints defense? 6 minutes, 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter as we take a quick timeout commercial break. Shout out to you guys. 709 viewers in the house, 290 likes. We need 10 more, ladies and gentlemen. 10 more likes, 10 more thumbs up to get to 300. Make sure you're smashing that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you don't miss a stream. We will be doing this all preseason as well as regular season, so make sure you lock it in, and you'll get updated with the streams. Also, make sure you share this with your friends and family. We have a good time, family-friendly environment. And we got some good stuff coming for you guys week 1, so you don't want to miss it. Shout out to you guys as we get through the quick commercial break. Shout out to Timothy 1994 for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Timothy. Shout out to you. Thank you for subscribing, my friend. Timeout. Shout out to Eric. Says great game. Saints went from dominating to now they're on the ropes. Yes, sir. Shout out to Lady Evil 801 for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing as well. Back over to the votes. 696 votes. 52% for the Saints. Still holding it down.
About overtime. Fortunately, they did away with that a couple of years ago. As Letcher High, LSU Tiger, DeAndre Kirkland.
Shout out to you, D1. Saints will get it back.
Returnable time.
Take it from the one.
Laying over to the right. Angles to the middle and gets it to the 23. So Derek Carr, if he joins a little bit late, started the game. One drive. Jameis, very efficient as well. Hayter had a pick, but
the best comeback in preseason. I'm calling it.
Because
so far,
the guy was getting out of the pocket.
24 points.
Plays.
So far.
And it takes an eye like Drew's to be able to see. I mean, he's trying to throw his receiver open in a crossing route and ends up being an incomplete, but yet Drew liked what he saw. He's a good decision there, just a little
throw. It's going to be called by Vargas for 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
It's complete.
Shout out to you, Jonas. What up, man?
The fullback. You know, this is interesting. And
this game turned into an interesting one. Definitely.
Where he said last year we just wanted to keep it going. Now he's putting his own stamp on the program. I think it's safe to say.
Well, without question, you can see the marks that he's wanted to make. It is undoubtedly his team, his system, his direction. There's changes at a number of positions.
2nd and 8. Quick throw. It's going to be caught in the middle.
It's going to be a hold.
And it's coming back. Flag's going to come out. It's going to be a hold.
But there was a bull rush.
Holding. Offense number 68.
He wrote it.
10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
It's coming back on the hold. That's Evans.
You know, Joel, I don't love highlighting offensive linemen that are in difficult situations.
Going backwards.
He was like a dog on a pig's ear right here, just holding on for dear life. So I think
dog on a pig's ear.
It'll be 2nd and 18.
All right.
Take it back to the 15.
2nd and 18 for these Saints. Deep throw. That's going to be caught.
That's a good one. They say
15 yards for Edwards.
Can be deceiving.
It's 3rd and 3.
The same size as Drew Brees and has a serious gun.
He's got arm strength.
Yep. Edwards brings it in. Brian Edwards out of South Carolina. But you can see when you're going to the wide side of the field, he's got a bullet, doesn't he?
Oh, you can't float that ball, right? It's too much time for a cornerback to make a break.
Now can they convert on a 3rd and short?
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun. Only needs 3.
Throw bobbled, incomplete. And now it's
if he
4th
throws
and
it
3.
lower into the body, the guy's got to go through him. But once it was up
4
top,
minutes, 40
Edwards had no
seconds
prayer,
on the
did he?
clock.
Now off the mark, but
looks like they're going to
fourth down, 4th quarter.
Go for this.
They considered their options, but punt team's coming out. You're on your own 30.
4:40 left. Both teams have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. The building was basically full to start this game, to give you an idea of the bond the city has with this team. You don't see it often.
Hey, any of you guys want to help out Karen Smith? Not April. I need you guys to address Karen Smith. Address Karen Smith, please. Please address Karen Smith. Thank you. Thank you, mods.
When you order from...
Take a quick commercial break. Please address Karen Smith, ladies and gentlemen. Please address Karen. She is in aisle 5. She has spilled her milk. Clean up on aisle 5. Karen Smith. As we take a timeout. Commercial break. Oh my goodness.
Finish him.
Shout out to you, Eric. Much love, bro. See, that's what happens when you don't ask questions. Because all those people that have those nice shiny TFs next to their name, they get to watch the games with Jay when the regular season starts. But you wouldn't know that unless you asked the question. But we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. Shout out to Blazon. Shout out to you, Jonas. Absolutely hilarious.
Head coach Dennis Allen in one of these t-shirts. Big team over little me. It's the motto he's going by in year 2. It's all about doing the little things.
Blazon, yeah, man. You know when it's football season, we get the trolls up in here. You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
They're having a lot of fun. It's the most cohesive group that he's seen in his time coaching. It's so much fun that he's even getting in on the action. At the end of practices, they've been running gassers, and cornerback Marshawn Lattimore, he challenged Coach to run with them.
Shout out to Vinny. What's up, bro?
Ran some gassers with them. The next day, however, though,
Memphis in the building. What's going on with you, man?
Was hanging out with the offensive linemen, running with them. I think, Stinch, that might have been a little easier for Coach.
Kansas City, they're first. 30-second timeout.
Stinch, you're doing gassers?
I'll do every one of them that you take. And we're going to have a broadcast team gassers.
I live for the moment. You know that.
But I think it was a wise decision by Coach Allen that you recognize your opportunities, right? If I'm going to run these, I'm running down there with the Hogs. Get me down there with the offensive line. I feel pretty good about that matchup.
Yeah, he talked to us yesterday, or a couple of days ago, actually, about the team over me.
Shout out to Bill. How you doing, Bill?
That this group is
What's going on with you, man?
But it goes back to what he said. Last year, we were all of the mindset, let's keep it going, because it was such a good run with Sean Payton. There's no question. But now you need to put your own stamp on it. That's Perrine, as he's dropped.
Yeah, I think as a head coach, you're looking at creating culture.
Shout out to you, Frederica.
Right? You want to cultivate talent.
You know, some of you guys actually got love for Jay.
Identity, and
that's why I rock with y'all. So some of y'all actually got love for Jay. But some people just want something for nothing. You know how people are.
What he's saying is we've got to value
you know how that goes.
Team success over individual success, and the guys are buying in.
It'll be second and about 7.
2nd and 7.
2 to each side, multiple formations for Kansas City as they, by design, move the pocket. And it's just a little high and wide.
Yo, they said she came in here with a Groupon. She came in here with a Groupon trying to get Jay to turn on the game. She's like, I have a Groupon. I have the right to watch the game.
So a 4 o'clock kick in L.A. and 2 days of getting after it with and it's funny to say the Los Angeles Chargers, but that's going to be the case. The Heat and good coverage overall.
Good coverage, good rush, but the game has changed, right? Especially preseason.
Oh,
the way teams approach preseason has changed.
God.
You don't play players
my stomach hurts.
as much.
Timeout. New Orleans, they're first. 30-second timeout.
Well, it also goes back to what Drew said. Drew Brees was with us early. He said, we
my
get
goodness.
2 scores in, not just 2 series.
It's a different approach.
3 minutes, 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Practices and the
As it's
Saints
4th and
have
5
some
for these
Chargers,
Chiefs.
And we'll have the same against the Texans. It has almost taken
Shout
the
out to you,
place
Bob.
of
Much
what
love,
you
man.
need to evaluate guys on normally in preseason games. So now you have 2 days. You can designate the specific drills that you want to see, the conditions, the situations, and evaluate not only your team, but another team's players in a very organized, structured way.
4th and 5.
Waiting back
Chiefs
for the
will punt.
From Tommy Townsend. And
Fair
with the
catch.
Fair catch, he'll stay away from it.
Will be at the 24.
So looking ahead.
That's where your
and
Saints
2
will
more
start.
preseason games, of course. But looking into the regular season schedule, it starts at home.
Shout out to you,
back-to-back
Sheila.
games on the road with the Panthers, and then at Lambeau.
If
you win in your
we had a
division,
troll in the chat.
you're going to be fine this year for the most part, aren't you?
Well, I think that's annually, but you look at this schedule, and specifically on the left side column, there are some young, talented quarterbacks, but not a lot of proven
Shout out to you, Dorothy.
commodities. A lot of these teams are in transition at the most important spot. Saints
1st and
included,
10 for these Saints.
A lot of change, a lot of opportunity for them to start the season strong.
Quick throw, and it's caught.
What a grab. A great grab.
Beautiful throw. But there is a flag.
There is a flag down.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense.
Oh, wow.
15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
Well, there you go, refs.
The rookie out of South Carolina State.
Help those Saints out. Give them some yards.
I mean, that's a
They're now at
ball.
the
You know
Saints or KC 43
Hayner did as well.
with 3 minutes and 22 seconds.
So that's a big gain. You're down 7. Plenty of time. 2 timeouts on the board for each side.
Shout out to you, Enchantress.
18 on the catch.
Enchantress, thank you for the
And
support.
then tack on 15
Shout out to
for
Fender
Markov.
and Gibson. Let's go. Hayner's throw is batted down, incomplete.
On the edge for
It'll be
Kansas
2nd
City.
and 10.
Well, if you're a quarterback and you're not 6'5", right, you don't have to be 6'5", but you have to be able to find the throwing lanes. And for Haener, who's 6
right,
feet,
we wouldn't have a good laugh, Blazon. You got to have him around for a good
navigate
laugh.
around the outstretched arms of these defensive linemen.
So German Jones, a rookie out of Harvard, making the play on the edge. Second and 10. KC's 43. Saints have yet to score in the second half. Coming back on it.
And another quick throw. That's Kirkland for 5 yards.
It's Baker, or make it.
3rd and 5 at the KC 38 now.
Okay, the young man on a lecture in LSU. I was hoping he'd have the opportunity on the return. It was real short on the punt. Now 4-down territory this late. Scrambling Haener.
He's going to scramble, keeps it. He's still going. Slides for the 8. 1st and 10 at the 30 now. This is interesting.
The young man who had 72% of his passes last year. He was a smart player.
Yeah, if it's not there, you know what the objective is. The objective is to get 1st down. And see Haener get after it.
20 touchdowns last year, 3 interceptions. So he wasn't making mistakes in his final year at Fresno State. And that takes us
this is
2-minute warning. What are these Saints gonna? Are these Saints gonna win by 1? Is that what's gonna happen?
As well as Derek Carr. Now, how does it end?
Quick timeout commercial break. We have a 2-minute warning. Saints at the KC 30, 1st and 10. 24-17. As we take a timeout commercial break. Shout out to you guys. 737 viewers. 326 likes. The next goal is going to be 350, ladies and gentlemen. We just need 23 now. 23 more likes, 23 more thumbs up. So make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for the support. Even the Karens, because even when the Karens come through and all the trolls, when they come through, the channel still gets paid. So shout out to you, Karen. Thank you so much. Let's keep it going. If you have not already, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Click that bell. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream for the preseason and the regular season. Shout out to you guys as we take a quick time out. Commercial break. Shout out to you, Tyler. What's up, Philip? What's going with you, man? How you doing today? How's your Sunday going? Shout out to Bryson. What's up, man? JJ, I will not, unfortunately. Shout out to Linda. Says hello from KC. First time visiting the site. Great job. Thank you, Linda. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing and rocking with us. Glad you're having a good time. Shout out to Michelle. Says Hoodie J don't play. You know. You know.
Two Chiefs Saints to finish off this game.
All right, here we go. Saints trying to tie or win this thing.
Twice over the last 4 seasons.
First and 10.
Now on first down from the 30. Haener at quarterback.
Haener throws to the middle. It's caught. Merriweather, 15 yards on the play. And it'll be first and 10 at the KC 15.
The Saints 24, so this is a good evaluation of Haener running the 2-minute drill.
And understanding what you need to do. With 2 minutes and you're on the 15-yard line, there is no rush. It's actually an opportunity to chew a little more clock and not leave Kansas City too much opportunity if you score here.
Merriweather stays in the backfield. On first down.
Deep throw, end zone too high, but there's a flag on the defense. So give it to the Saints, first and goal.
Like Reese Taylor in the secondary. May not have been catchable, but
not a good
process.
Defensive series for these Chiefs at all. Saints at the KC2 now, first and goal with 1:30 on the clock.
I think every receiver in this scenario will argue that this is a catchable ball were I not being tugged down and unable to jump. So a little late to throw your hands up and claim no foul.
Well, our best to the Slidell Coffee Club.
Shout out to you, Pug Lady. Thanks a lot for being here.
Preseason opener.
There throws. It's caught. That's a Saints touchdown. Merriweather, 2 yards. And there it is. Saints get in. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? This is absolutely insane right now. Absolutely insane.
No overtime, as we mentioned.
No OT, so they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it.
You make the call.
They are going to go for it. This is crazy.
And it would give them options if you change the launch point.
KC fans, hit the chat. Saints fans, hit the chat. Let me know how you feel about your team. What is going to happen? Here we go.
Out of the gun.
What just happened? Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag. False start.
Speaking of busted plays.
Illegal motion. Offense number 14. The penalties decline. The try is no good. They'll have a kickoff.
Wow. Wow, what just happened?
Right. Guys, right now we are
That's so crazy.
4.5 minutes to kickoff of Niners
Well,
and Raiders. Don't worry, you will
they
not
false start,
miss that kick
and it was basically bobbled at the end. Obviously,
Saints.
Andy Reid's going to decline that.
Here. A lot of action, though. We'll get you back
And
out
that's
there,
it.
But don't worry, we will get you to Allegiant Stadium coming
that's
up.
it.
Finishes up with a touchdown, exactly where you wanted to be. Now, where you don't
Wow.
want to be is hitting the chest with a ball when you're coming up to make adjustments on a 2-point conversion. Not the execution the Saints were looking for to finish that series.
No, that was absolutely terrible.
So the kick
I don't think I've ever seen that on a 2-point attempt either.
2 for the Chiefs, who obviously don't need to use them. And will we get out of here after a couple more snaps? The one thing you want to get out of here, first of all, Dennis Allen brought it up. You don't want too many penalties.
Too many penalties or too many injuries.
I was going to say, the injuries, knock on wood.
Shout out to Bombra for subscribing. Thanks a lot. Welcome to the channel.
Exactly what
Thank you for subscribing.
And these mistakes you can clean up. I mean, that's part of these evaluations is we want on film various plays that we can teach from, both positive and stuff that you can correct. And there's plenty of both for both of these teams.
Do you want to work on an onside kick here?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
All right, so they're going to go ahead and kick.
Keep it on the ground.
Keeps it on the ground. Chiefs will get it.
Riggio.
Ooh, what a hit at the end.
Held on to the football, which says a lot.
Remigio's popped at the 30. Held on to it.
So cleaning up, it was Nephi Sewell.
Yeah. Great finish by Nephi Sewell right here. Still playing hard which is exactly what you expect. And
we can make that happen, Mages. We'll coordinate it and put it all together.
Players. And what we just saw was the Saints offense trying to conduct their 2 minutes. Now the defense has an opportunity to be aware of what a team is trying to do with a 1-point lead and 1:13 to go.
We'll remind you in just a moment as it's almost dropped on the quarterback center exchange.
Snap.
And you got to believe the Saints
going to be a run.
Will use a timeout.
Saints will use a timeout. They've got 2 left.
And you so the Saints luncheon. It's coming up Saturday, August 26th. You meet the entire roster, the players, the coaches, everybody's going to be there. Also, they're going to be there retailers, super fans, local media, photo booth. Lots of things to do. Opportunities for all of you for autographs and pictures. So meet the Saints. Info on how you can get there. Here's how you buy tickets. Go to tdcno.com. That's tdcno.com. We'll see you there. One more time out for the Saints. 1:08 to play.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 8. Another handoff.
Okay. Down around the ankles. Good play.
Debo's wrapped up. It's going to be a loss of 3.
New Orleans, their 3rd and final timeout. It's 30 seconds.
Quick shout out to James White for subscribing. Thanks a lot, James White. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing.
Started strong. Derek Carr led a almost impeccable first series, and Jameis Winston followed that up with nothing but a dime over the top to a young draft pick, and Hammer finally got his touchdown.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 after the timeout.
There's a lot to feel really positive about and build on as this Saints team, with a minute left, down by 1. Probably not coming away with this one today, but for each quarterback, they found success.
Right. It's going to take time.
Catherine, they went for 2. They went for 2, and they got a false start, and it was declined. And a screen was picked off! Are you kidding me? What?
It's picked off by Kyle Phillips.
Wow.
Spoke too soon. How about that for making a play?
I thought they just run it because the Saints were on the
You could have had the clock down to just a few seconds.
All right, well, the conclusion of Chiefs Saints is happening now.
Emotional damage.
Phillips getting it done as we have some overlap with our 2
Are
games
you
here.
kidding? What a
NFL Network.
pick
Niners,
on the
Raiders
screen.
about to kick off as well
Big
from
man with the
Lincoln City.
hands.
You'll see both happening at the same time, so you won't miss anything. High
No
fives all around
way.
For, fans
All right,
watching
so
end
the
of game
Saints
on the left as
literally
the
better
Chiefs
just kick a
try
field
and
goal
hang on, but the Saints
and win
now
this
have
thing.
a shot to come back.
58 seconds left. You don't need a field goal now. Merriweather just pounds it up the middle.
As Merriweather goes up the middle.
City, will they use it?
Timeout. Kansas City.
Funny how things work.
30-second timeout.
Unexpected, right? Unexpected play call.
No
unexpected,
way.
Opportunity
This
for the
is
Saints.
absolutely
Phillips
insane.
just making one heck of a play.
Absolutely insane.
To give the Saints a great opportunity. Ball on the 20. Unreal.
And one more time out for Kansas City. So you got to believe Dennis Allen's just going to run the ball. Let the clock roll after their timeout. And then spike it for the field goal attempt.
You just watch 91. Phillips right here.
He saw
recognition, yes. Sees that they're setting up the screen. Gets his arm out. Did it all on his own. Well done, young man.
Another handoff. Gets to the 14, it looks like.
Again, Merriweather.
Timeout. Kansas City.
Ellis, the rookie out of UMass.
30 seconds.
Protected the football. So now you have one more snap to run it, take it down, and then spike it.
I don't think you can spike it.
No, you can't. It'd be 4th down. You got to bring. Right, you got to bring.
You got to kick it.
Kick the field goal.
Yeah, you got to kick it.
But you have plenty of time to do that. You can run the ball.
The Saints are out of time. Both teams are out of timeouts now.
Yes. Run the ball. Get your field goal team out there.
And they've got to be prepared. And
it was a pick, Jonas, on a screen.
Right now, the special teams, they're ready to run out.
This is crazy.
And do you run it? They will.
All right, so they're going to run it.
The only reason I brought that up, so you get the field goal unit out there now. The only reason I brought it
so
up
now it's going to be 4th and 1, 47 seconds, no timeouts. And Saints will kick a field goal.
And coming out, it's going to be the backup Blake Grupe.
What?
The rookie out of Notre Dame. So Grupe is going to try.
So Grupe out of Notre Dame is going to kick it for the win. For the win.
Yeah, with the play clock tied up with the game clock, this game can be over with this kick.
A 31-yard attempt.
Kick is up. And it's good.
What a feeling for a rookie.
Wow. This is absolutely insane. The Saints will take it 26-24.
26-24. Thanks so much for watching. And now we send you out to...
Emotional damage.
You have got to be kidding me. Who called the play? Who called the play of running a screen? This is crazy. Well, hey. Saints took it. 26-24. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. It couldn't get any more crazier than this at all. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to the Saints fans. You guys pulled it off. Want to give a big shout out to the Wrench Gang. Big shout out to the family. Much love to all the listeners, all the watchers. Make sure that you guys do subscribe. I will be uploading the Week 2 schedule. Well, first off, we're going to do the recap Monday. The Week 2 power rankings video will be on Tuesday. And then the Week 2 predictions video will be on Wednesday. So make sure that you guys subscribe, lock it in, click that bell, turn on your notifications. That way you guys don't miss a stream. It's going to be an absolutely amazing Week 2. And we're going to have a great time. If Week 1 is anything as far as a show that we're going to have for Week 2, I'm excited for it. I don't know about you, but I am, without a doubt. So, shout out to all you guys. Like I said, the Wrench Gang, the family, all the listeners, all the watchers. I've been looking forward to seeing you guys in the upcoming days. Also, shout out to Mike Avist for subscribing. Thanks a lot, man. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you and welcome. Have a great weekend, everybody, or a great Sunday. The weekend's almost over. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Time out. I'm out. I gotta eat. Have a good Sunday, y'all.
Put the tight end back up. It's